It's Flight Sports TV.
Yo, it's Spaz the artist. I'm here with Flight Sports TV, the hottest in the streets. And you know why I'm here, to set it off. Listen, if I'm posted in the club, I be chilling in the back and shit. VIP, catch me rolling L's, about to spark the leaf. Black Henny, double cup, got me feeling waved out. Haters gonna fucking hate. I give them something to hate about. 2 grand in them checks. Spaz getting cake now. 28 grams on the table, all breakdown. And shorty a hood hop, but you think she a keeper. That's why I one nighter, and you'll never leave her. That's just how I was taught. Making moves like a boss. Aim with the scope. You see the cold gates for trying to floss. Mean mug if you want. I might let you hold something, or me and P roll on them. I beat you like you stole something, nigga. Spaz. It's Flight.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me, man. You already know, man, I got a nice, crazy topic, man. I'm going to let the people know right now. We about to shut it down. It's Flight Sports TV. You heard what Spaz said. We killing it right now. We got a lot of things going on. There's a lot of politics in the game. We're going to get into it. But right now, man, I'm going to be all the way real with you, man. It's one of those moments where, you know, not too often we get, you know, dudes out here, independent out here, putting in work. Dudes out here making a name for themselves, you know, holding it down. You know, some of y'all might know him. You know, some of y'all might, y'all might see me. You know, we do a lot of business together. This is like my little brother right here. We do a lot of business and we do a lot of talking behind the scenes, you know, after the shows and production and a lot of politics. This is my brother Dante VSAR in the building. You understand? Shout out to LA. What's good, Dante? What up?
Yo, what's good? Yo, what's good, everybody in the chat, man? Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Keep showing Flight support, man. Keep showing everybody support, dog. We all independent out here. We're just trying to get it on our own, and we're gonna rise together for sure.
Right, we're gonna definitely rise together. We're going up. It's Flight Sports TV and Dante VSAR, man. Definitely, man. Tell the people, introduce yourself, man. Let the people know what's going on with you, man. You got a lot of work on the table. What's up?
Yes, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm Dante VSAR, obviously. Y'all might have seen my channel on YouTube a little bit. You know, when Lonzo was on the Pelicans, I used to cover the Pelicans a lot, game by game, post-game reaction, stuff like that. You know, they would get, you know, a lot of views, great reactions coming from them. All of mine were genuine. So that's why, you know, they did so well. But that's where I started. You know, I've migrated to the Bulls now. I'm going to be starting to cover the Bulls a lot more, but I appreciate all the love. I just recently hit 2,000 subscribers, so
wow.
I appreciate everybody
Dante.
showing love. Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely on Flight Sports TV. We definitely want to give you your flowers. You definitely deserve it. 2,000 subscribers. That's not easy. You understand? That's a lot of hard work and dedication. Let's take it back to the beginning, Dante. How'd you get started in this game? Talk to us.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I used to do YouTube all the way back in the day. You know, I was a little kid. I used to do 2K videos, you know, 2K14, 2K15. That was like my thing. You know, I never really got it jumping a little bit. I did have like a little bit of traction, but I fell off. I didn't really understood, you know, with the kind of traction that I had. So I stopped posting. So it kind of ruined my whole thing. But then, you know, like a year and a half ago, whenever the season was about to start, I was just like, you know what? I think it's about time to get back into the game and see what I can do. And my videos, they just started to get like a lot more traction I figured out, how to, slip into the algorithm, do my little thing. So, my videos are doing very well during the season, during the Pelican season, even though they were losing a lot of people are still watching my videos, showing love. So I appreciate everybody doing that. But yeah, that's basically where it started, man. I used to do 2K. And now I'm doing it. I'm doing NBA right now.
Are you still playing 2K currently?
I'm still playing 2K. Best believe I'm still playing 2K.
Yeah, but it's more for fun.
Yeah, I just play it for fun for now. Hopefully down the line, when I get a big enough audience, the people would watch whatever I put out. I'll start putting out 2K content. But for now, with small channels like us, we got to talk about the things that we get that we get views and likes for and all that stuff. So until that happens, I'm saying I won't be doing 2K yet. But for now, I've been playing 2K a lot. It's actually a pretty fun game right now.
Absolutely, I got it on Xbox. You on Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm on PlayStation 5.
I got the P5 too, but I ain't
Yes,
I ain't get it. I got to get some people, to be gaming on PlayStation before I start buying a lot of games. It seems like on PlayStation, everybody want to play by themselves,
Well, I be on play. I have a little squad on PlayStation. The whole PlayStation Xbox thing. I've always preferred PlayStation, but I've always had Xboxes too, just on deck, ready. You know what I'm saying? But
Nice.
PlayStation, that's just what I've grown up with. So that's just me personally.
Yeah, I'm with you. You was talking about like kind of breaking into the algorithm. I kind of got to give you credit, because it is the off season, and right now you kind of it's like everybody got to kind of we kind of got to weather the storm to the season start, because once the season start is on. You understand? It's on. You feel me?
Hey, that's when everybody started. That's when I turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch these games. I put my analysis out there that when the season starts, best believe me and Fly, we're going crazy. Best believe.
Word.
Best believe.
Yo, we already almost up to episode 10. Yo, episode 10 is like we gotta have a celebration.
Yes, sir. Episode 10. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been showing so much love on the Lonzo Ball podcast. You know what I'm saying? We need to do a celebration for episode 10, bro.
Hell yeah, man, definitely. What is it like, working with me, man? Because the people love it. A lot of people tell me, hey, man, I love the Lonzo Ball podcast. I hear that a lot, man. What is it like working with me, man?
Hey, man, Fly is a real dope person to work with, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just a real genuine dude, dog. It's kind of hard to find people like that, especially on YouTube these days. But Fly, he's genuine. He just wants to grow. He wants to bring other people up with him. He doesn't want to just go by himself, and I respect that a lot. And that's why me and Flight, we show each other so much love, because we're both genuine dudes. And if you ever get a chance to work with Flight, man, make sure to take it to the extreme, because he'll show you so much love, man. It's dope.
Word, man, definitely. I definitely took a liking to you because I seen you, going hard. I'm like, damn, what's up? My man is nice. I'm watching your videos, so I got to get up with you. People was telling me, I said, yeah, I got to get up with you, man. But it's definitely, like I said, it's a respect thing, because I know how hard it take to get here, So I can respect your grind, When did you know? Like, because everybody get that hit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. God bless Kobe Bryant's soul. I was like on my computer. This was like, this was the first time I cracked like Lord knows how many views. I just so happened to be on my computer at the time, and then the news came out and I had reported on it. And then I had got 30,000 views. So it was like a basketball tragedy. But it seemed like a whole roll of things started happening after that in terms of traction with my channel. Because it was, I was trying to grieve it, obviously, and then the views just went up anytime anything. So when did you know you hit that video? Like, oh my God, it's out of here. When did you know?
Man, I think, man, one of my first ones that I posted was this Pelicans player is their best defender. And it was Lonzo, obviously, obviously it was Lonzo, but that had like 10,000 views in like a week or something like that. And I was like, God, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, basically every video that I posted had over 1,000 views, like 1,500 views after that. So that was really when I was like, okay, I'm kind of hitting the ground running a little bit. And then obviously with my recent videos, I just got 14,000. And then I'm at 7,000 on my recent one right now. So, my videos have been doing pretty well, but I think that first Pelicans defender video. Yeah.
Yeah. You said the Pelicans defender video. That's when you knew it was it.
Yeah, that's about when my videos started to, get a little more consistent, and I started to get a lot more views than I did before.
Yeah. So you
100%.
so you still in high school?
Yeah, man, I'm a senior, dog. It's my last year, man. My
Ah,
last year.
well, so you going to prom?
Yeah, dog, I got to.
Well, it's all
It's
down,
it's
man.
about to be whack though, man. I heard it's gonna be outside. Man,
Ah,
hell no.
yeah, I remember that. I remember when the prom and pulling up in the limo, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was fly. I had the pink suit on. I was like,
Oh,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie, I was fly though.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
sir,
what
man.
I gotta get
I
this
can't wait to dress up for prom, man. I can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
word. That's gonna be fun, man. So how's like your class and everybody? Are they familiar with your YouTube channel? Or you just do it under the radar? Are you
No, actually, nobody really actually knows. I do it a little bit under the radar. Until someone's going to hear my voice at some point in time. So until that happens, then I'll start telling people. But for now, I don't really care. I just be chilling. You know what I'm saying, and I just be posting videos, dog, and it is what it is. I don't really do things for too much recognition or anything like that. I don't want too much attention on myself, because then
right?
that'd
Yeah.
be a little, yeah.
Same here. Yeah, me too. It's like you love to just put out content, at the
Yes,
sometimes
sir.
at the end of the day, that's the art. I love the pure form of just putting out content, recording. That's why I love to record, man. That's what I love to do. If
Yep.
nothing else, I want to record, man.
Yep. There's just some relieving about just putting out content, man. I always felt like, I had to entertain just in some way, whether it was acting, music, sports, whatever it was. I always knew I feel like my passion was in entertaining other people, and putting out content seems like the thing that has been the most successful so far.
Yeah, man, that's what you gotta do. So let's get into some of this news, with Lonzo, LaMelo. We gonna get into Lonzo. Do you ever follow like LaMelo and the Charlotte Hornets?
Yeah, I follow LaMelo, not as much as Lonzo in the Bulls, but I obviously, I got to show love to Melo at all
Absolutely.
times.
Yeah, Angelo.
Yes, sir, Angelo.
Yeah. How do you see the dynamic of the Charlotte Hornets? They got Kelly Oubre. They just got these 2 first-round picks, Kyle Jones, Book Knight. How you think things are rolling?
I think it's good, man. They're going to take a few years to develop. I don't know when they're going to make the playoffs. I don't think it'll be this year. Hopefully it'll be next year. But for now, they just need to develop. And they have a lot of players on their roster that have a high ceiling, and I think that's what they were banking on. They're not banking on going to the playoffs now. They're banking on when those players take the leap, they'll be one of the best players, one of the best teams in the conference and the league in general. So I think that's what they're banking on. They brought in Kelly Oubre, a veteran presence as well, Mason Plumlee. So that's just kind of what they seem like they want to do. They just want to develop these guys. And then once they hit the ground running and start to reach their potential a little bit, then that's when they'll start making the playoffs and start making some real noise in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Do you like the fit with Terry Rozier, LaMelo, and Rozier? How do you think that? You think that's a good long-term fit?
I don't know about long-term. I feel like Terry, he's just a little too short. That's just in my opinion. He might not be like, LaMelo, he's not a bad defender. LaMelo is a good defender, off-ball defender, but on ball, he's a little weaker on that side. But I feel like you need to pair LaMelo with like a good on-ball defender who could defend like the most elite guards. Until LaMelo is ready to do that. But for now, Terry, he's just a little too short for me. But I mean, he's a hooper. He's one of the most clutch players in the league. So that his offense does make up for his defense. I'll definitely say that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I just hope that those 2 guys can coexist, because you remember, Rozier went toe to toe with Kyrie Irving.
Right.
So I just hope that that things roll smoothly, but I think it will, because I think they got a good relationship, and it seems like it's some structure over there. So I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool too. I think Terry knows that LaMelo, he's the guy for the future. It kind of seems like Terry, he's more like the vocal leader. LaMelo kind of seems like LaMelo's a leader as well. He's more of like a follow my example type of leader. He won't say it, he won't really talk about it that much. It's kind of the same with Lonzo, but You know, he's that type of leader, but then Terry, he's the more vocal type of leader. You know, he just brought everybody together for a workout. So I think that's dope.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you that definitely speaks to leadership. I definitely covered that story. How do you feel that makes Terry Rozier look? Because that was definitely, he seems to be like the emotional and leader of this team,
Yeah, I think Terry, he's starting to take that role. You know, he knows that LaMelo, he's only going into his second year in the league. So, you know, Melo, he isn't ready for that type of leading yet. Terry, he already has a lot of respect around the league, a lot of respect throughout the whole roster in general, and the front office and the coaching, obviously. So they're comfortable with him doing that. Until Melo is ready to, lead like that. But for now, Terry, he's doing a great job, man. It does seem like everybody's starting to fall in line. You know, they know what time it is. It's LaMelo's show, but Terry, he's like LaMelo's bodyguard for now.
Yeah. So let's get back to Lonzo Ball. Before we get to the Chicago Bulls, which because that's gonna be for a minute. You know how we do.
Yeah.
So let's get to the New Orleans Pelicans. They obviously, played their hands with Lonzo Ball. How do you see now they got Devontae Graham? It seems that they're gonna be doing point Zion. It doesn't seem to be a traditional point guard there, is it?
Nah, I don't think so. I remember David Griffin specifically in the last game of the season. In the last game of the season, he was interviewed during the game, and he said, we plan on doing point Zion full time next season, full time. So that kind of told me, before Lonzo was even traded or anything like that, that told me Lonzo should not be there, and he probably won't be there. And obviously them bringing in Devontae Graham, he is a point guard, but he's not, he can't finish around the rim. He's short. He really can't defend either. So it didn't seem like he was going to be the main force. So that I feel like there's going to do point Zion, and then when Zion is out, point BI, and then maybe some Nickeil Alexander-Walker in there. But I think for the most part, it's point Zion, and I don't know how that's going to work out for a whole season.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just interested to see the kind of shape that Zion's in, because if he doesn't come in slimmed out, like ready to work, I don't see how this is gonna work.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
I don't know, because Zion, he be getting hacked. He gets hacked when he's in the paint. So I really hope, I pray to God, because I want to see Zion and BI in the playoffs. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but I pray to God that Zion, he stays healthy. Because point Zion, man, damn near 300 pounds, going up and down the floor, handling the ball, making the plays, driving, getting your own buckets, and then getting other players involved as well. That is very hard. That is very hard. And I pray to God he stays healthy and he's in shape for this upcoming season, because he's going to have a lot on his hands.
Yeah, definitely. How you see BI holding up without Lonzo? Because it's like his first time, kind of, him and Lonzo been kind of tied to the hip,
Yeah. I think I think they'll definitely be, I think BI will definitely miss Lonzo. Lonzo made BI's life a lot easier. Even when Lonzo didn't have the point guard opportunities that he had this season, he still, helped BI in some ways. I do think that BI, he's probably going to have a great season, with more spacing, hopefully, around the Pelicans. He'll have a better season, but I think BI, that Lonzo is like his best friend, so it's going to be tough, but I think he'll be fine overall.
How long does David Griffin last? Because he done wreak havoc. I don't like the way he done did business. He mishandled Lonzo. It seemed like he tried to devalue him.
Right.
How long does he last?
Man, he got one season. I genuinely think that. I think this is it. If they don't make the playoffs or the play in, he's gone. He's out of there. It's no questions asked. He's out of there. Just the way, they got the Bulls got a bigger haul for Lauri Markkanen, who is a worse player than Lonzo, and they got Lonzo for basically nothing. So Griff, man, he's got one season, man. This is it.
Yeah, definitely. Do you see them making the playoffs?
Absolutely not. I just don't see him being one of the top 8 teams in the Western Conference. Maybe the play-in tournament. I can see him in the play-in tournament, but I don't see him in the playoffs unless they surprise some people and commit to the defensive end of the ball and they have a really potent offense.
Yeah, you think Willie Green could save him? Because he seemed to be the last hope. It seemed like this the last straw right here.
I don't know if he can save him. You know, I think he's a pretty good coach. From what I've seen in summer league and stuff, he's a pretty good coach. But I don't know. There's only so much you could do, especially with what we've heard when David Griffin is basically the coach. Like he's controlling minutes and rotations and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know how much Willie Green can do. Maybe he could, give some of the guys some therapy sessions. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I really don't know. Before we get into some questions from the panel, I want to get into the goddamn Chicago Bulls now. What are you most interested to see with the Bulls and the dynamic that Lonzo brings to the roster?
A lot of people, I heard Tomas Satoransky actually. I think it was yesterday. He said, "Oh, Lonzo, he could be the X factor." Oh, by the way, Satoransky, he's the guy that got traded from the Bulls to the Pelicans in the Lonzo trade. So Satoransky, he said, "Oh, Lonzo, he could be the X factor for him, but there's only one ball, and you have to share that with Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan." And I don't agree with that. Obviously, Lonzo, he's not a ball dominant guard. I think that backcourt with DeMar and Zach, that's going to be really dope to watch. And then obviously the pick and pop with Lonzo and Vooch, that's going to be fun to watch as well. He hasn't really had a center like that since his rookie year. So the dynamic with him on the Bulls is going to be so dope. He's finally in a situation where he can succeed. It's just about doing it now. There's really no more excuses. We can't make any more excuses for Lonzo at this point.
Correct.
This is it. This is it.
Fifth season, like I said, people might think I'm just being biased, but listen, this season I ain't gonna be holding no punches. You understand?
Right.
You come out there stinking it up, but I think that won't be the case.
Same.
I don't know if he's gonna go off for 25, things of that nature, average a triple double. I ain't going that far. But could he be a competent guy knocking down a bunch of damn threes? Going to the basket. He's improved free throw shooter, so that should make him want to go to the line.
Right.
So oftentimes guys who can't hit free throws. You see Ben Simmons. They don't want to take it to the paint. That's why they're ready to just dish it real quick. They ain't trying to go to that line.
Right. And with Lonzo, man, this is it. This is his fifth season. I think if he puts all four of his last seasons together into one season, he could potentially be an all-star this season. Potentially.
I'm with you. That's a sleeper. Lonzo's an all-star. Talk to him.
It really is, because if he can just get to the line 2 times a game. That's all I'm asking. Just 2-3 times a game. Plus, his threes and getting in the paint just in general, with obviously he's going to get 8+ assists a game. And then his rebounds are going to be up as well if they buy into his into the way he plays basketball. He could definitely become an all-star caliber. At least, maybe not, he won't get voted in, but maybe if somebody gets injured, you know what I'm saying, he could slide in there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, I'm with you. So let's get to the $1 million question. I had asked this question to the panel before, because you see Lonzo, he done had issues with going back to the coach up there, Luke Walton. Then you has issues with Gentry. You seen the issues going on with my man Van Gundy. He didn't even last the damn season. You understand? Well, he didn't even make it. He got fired in his last season. Are you kidding? That's like getting fired on your day off. You understand? This is crazy. So Lonzo been dealt with some shitty coaches now. So people might say, "Oh, Lonzo didn't do Lonzo," but at what point are we going to hold these coaches responsible? What about the Lakers organization also? I don't feel like they're good at talent development.
No, they aren't.
They're not.
They aren't.
Everybody that leaves Los Angeles turns into a better player. You understand? You see what happened with Julius. You see my man Clarkson. BI. It's like the guys are just the pigeonhole over there. It's just they can't break free. It's crazy. Right. They definitely need to fix that up. But with my man, what's the difference with Billy Donovan? What does Billy Donovan bring to the table that the rest of these guys don't? How are we comfortable with Lonzo? How we know he ain't gonna get fired by the end of by the next year?
Right. So to talk about the Lakers for a second, real quick. The thing about the Lakers, they have a really good draft department. They know exactly who to draft. They draft some great players, but they're the Lakers, and they don't have time to develop these guys. They need to contend basically every year. So that's why I think they suck at that they suck at like developing these guys. But man, the Billy, I think what sets Billy apart from everybody else is that everywhere that Billy has went, his point guard has been the main focus of the offense. Maybe Lonzo won't be the main focus, but he'll be the engine to the offense for sure. They want to get up and down the floor. And Billy, that's what his point guards do. He lets his point guards play his game. And I think if Billy lets Lonzo play his game, which it seems like that's what's going to happen with everything that's been going around and all the reports and everything. By the way, everybody hit the like button. But but basically, I think Lonzo will play his game. Billy, he's gonna let him be free. Gentry, he didn't, he kind of did, but not really during the bubble. Stan Van Gundy, we all know how that went, and then Luke Walton, man, my goodness. But yeah, man, I genuinely think Billy Donovan, he's gonna unleash Lonzo, and I'm gonna be very excited to see it.
Especially coming from that college, Billy Donovan is known for what he did in college. Who did he coach out in Florida?
Yeah, I think he coached Florida. Yeah,
so he was out in Florida. Lonzo Ball had almost his best success up in college. Hopefully, he bring that college feel. Don't you think he could bring that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like Billy will give Lonzo a lot of confidence. One thing with Billy, he obviously lets his point guards do his thing, but he eggs them on just to keep going, no matter what. We saw Russell Westbrook. I mean, he turned over the ball 7 times a game. But the reason why he did it is because Billy kept telling him to do it over and over. Like, Billy doesn't care. He's going to let his point guards do his thing. And I think as long as he does that, as long as he lets Lonzo make his mistakes and stuff like that, lets him, develop, it's going to be a fun season.
Yeah, me too. What about Zach Levine? How good is Mr. Zach Levine?
He's one of the best pure scorers in the league, hands down. I think there was a stat out there that the only comparable season to Zach's last season in terms of efficiency and how much he was scoring was Steph's MVP season in like 2015, I believe. And his MVP season, that's like the only comparable like stat line from Zach's season. So that just kind of goes to show how efficient he was. He was very efficient. It was kind of disgusting how efficient it was. I mean, he was 50% from corner threes last season. That means he'd make a corner three half the time. In 2 shots, he'd make at least 1. That's insane. So, Zach, he's one of the best pure scorers in the league, man. I think he's going to take a leap. Maybe his points per game will go down, but his efficiency is going to go through the roof playing with Lonzo and DeRozan.
It's definitely going to go through the roof because he's kind of conflicted with Levine, because you look at some of these guys. Can you think he could keep pace with the Hawks? What about Miami? Can he go pound for pound with Jimmy?
I think so.
Jimmy turned it on now in the clutch.
Oh yeah, he does. But last season Jimmy kind of choked. I'm not gonna lie during the playoffs.
I'm gonna give him a pass.
Yeah. You got to give him a pass a little bit. This season, though, I genuinely think Zach, he's just one of the most pure scorers in the league. If you shut one thing down, he'll do another thing. And then if you shut that thing down, he'll do another thing. There's really nothing that you can really do to stop Zach. The only thing you can do is pray that he misses. And we've seen firsthand in games against the Bulls, Zach dropped like 40 personally on Lonzo's head one game, just shooting threes the whole time. So, that gave me a taste. That really made me want Lonzo to play with Zach that season. Obviously, the trade didn't go down, but man, I genuinely feel like he can go with the best of them. Obviously Brooklyn, that's a different beast, but he could definitely go with basically every team in the league. That's not, the Lakers, Brooklyn, stuff like that.
What about my New York Knicks? Where if you put that defense on him, talk to him.
He's dropping at least 30.
Don't do that.
He's dropping at least 30. I'm sorry, man.
He'll be like that. I'm gonna give him 21.
You let Trae Young damn near drop 30 again.
Oh, but it's different now. Nah, it's all good.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. But speaking of my Knicks, we after the last question that we get to, we're gonna get some questions from the panel, man, because we got Dante VSA on the building. Y'all pay homage. This is just talk to me about my Knicks, man, because I think we're gonna scare some people. I'm you know what, I'm going out on a limb. Knicks conference finals, we're gonna shock the world. And you know why? You know why I'm saying conference finals? Because I think some of these characters that you see on this roster, they're gonna be playing out in Portland, Oregon. You know, by February or March. Mark my words. It's Flight Sports TV.
You know what?
Packing out to Oregon. I'm telling you.
You know, the Knicks, they're definitely a playoff team, hands down, for sure. They're a playoff team. I don't see them going out the playoffs. Eastern Conference Finals, I don't know about all that, but they definitely improved their roster for sure. For 100%, they improved their roster. You know, they got Kemba, Evan Fournier, re-signed Derrick Rose. They definitely improved. But so did a lot of other teams in the Eastern Conference. So we'll see. We'll see, Flight. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I said. But what if they get Dame? I'm just saying, just believe with me for 1 second.
If they get Dame,
we got Dame and Julius.
They have a Eastern Conference Finals. That's for sure. If they get
I'm
Dame.
telling you, I'm trying to tell people.
A whole lot of ifs, though. That's a big if.
And I think we might hold on to somebody defensively. We got to keep if we could keep Mitchell Robinson. Oh,
I don't know if you can do that.
I think he gonna have to go. But damn, if they could get away with Nerlens, man, we raping them. We got, I'm telling you, people sleep.
You have a good point. You got a good point.
Yeah. So let's get into the panel, man. As Flight Sports TV, Dante in the building. We got Rave Kingdom. We got All Access. We got the Athletic. What's good?
What it do? Shout out to the panel.
Definitely, Rave. What's good?
Oh man, listen to y'all cook it up, man. Shout out to Dante, man, coming up here, man.
Shout out to the big homie Dante.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out.
Yes, sir, man. What's good?
Hey, bro, I didn't know you was still in high school, Playboy, man.
Crazy.
Shout out, man.
That's what I'm saying. Young Gorillas.
Yeah, bro.
Do your thistle, bro.
Hyenas.
Super dope.
Yeah,
Super
man.
dope.
You know, still in high school, dog. I get that a lot.
Hey, man, I know how it is
crazy.
to be a superstar in high school.
Word. He's flying under the radar with it.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay low key, bro.
Yeah.
Man, don't be shy about being successful, though. Don't be afraid.
I'm not. You know what I'm
keeping
saying?
it real is keeping it real with yourself, but don't be afraid to be successful, man. Put yourself out there. You keep
There wasn't nobody hitting him upside his head.
Keep your circle small.
That one.
Hey, bro, you keep your circle small, but don't be afraid to put yourself out, bro. You gigging. Don't be afraid to go ahead and get after it, man.
Oh no, for sure, man. But you know how high school is, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You got two factors. You got two factors against
But bro, you know how many
them knuckleheads and them chicks.
Bro, but on some business
They
shit,
want you to buy their lunch.
like you're thinking ahead right now on some business shit. If you like let it be known, like just to a few people, you know how high school is. You tell the right people and everybody will know. Bro, that's about 1,000 new subscribers for you. You dig what I'm saying? If you think about it business wise, that's all.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know, I'm gonna start. You know, I'm gonna think about that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta think about the people at the school too.
And then they
stay where you at with
it. College, bro, you in the perfect, man. Your demographic is perfect right now.
Right.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
Athletic One. I understand how it was when you was in high school, but right now you can't even wear a damn MJ pullover without somebody scheming on you. So you might have to kind of keep that on the low what you're doing until you can raise an army. You know what I'm saying? You get around some people that's gonna look out for you. Because
yes, sir.
If you're in high school and you kind of by yourself, you're kind of a loner or anything to that nature, because it sounds kind of like that might be the case because you're too well studied.
Oh nah.
And you're not gonna be that well studied if you just hang around a group of people.
Oh no. It's not like that. You know, I'm not like lonely or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just keeping the YouTube like on the low. That's about it.
I do that too. I don't really be telling people because I feel like I'm just talking about it too much all the time.
Right.
Like, I already got shit to work on. I don't want to meet random people. Hey man, you want to go subscribe to my man? I don't be doing that.
But high school's different, especially if they find out you monetize.
I ain't gonna lie.
Once they know the bread's coming in, they start looking at you different. So
yeah, if I was in high school,
man, I wouldn't give a damn how they looked at me. You know what I mean?
but you hold on, Athletic. Athletic, you was different.
Like that since I was a sophomore.
No, you was Athletic. You was different though.
Bro,
Athletic. Listen what I'm trying to explain to you now. Keep it 100. You was a little different over there in Lincoln, okay? You had a little community behind you.
Outside bullshit, you know.
But listen, you had a little community behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you was athletic, so the teachers and the principal kind of looked out for you. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
got you.
it's a little different. Now, if Dante out there just playing sports and he's the man on the campus, of course he can show his hand. You feel me? But if it ain't like that, you gotta kind of keep it up under, man, because there's a lot of bad bullies out there.
Yeah, man.
I feel you. From that perspective, I understand. So
Let's get into some basketball, man. We got Dante VSAR in the building. I'm telling you, man. He studied the Chicago Bulls roster. I think more extensively than people know. Trust me, I know. You know, so he's damn near aficionado right now, man. So he got a lot of questions. If you got questions, he got a lot of answers, man. You know, let's get into it, Rave. I know you got a lot of questions.
I'm dead. Nah. I'm very chill, very chill. Listen, Dante, I do have a question. With everyone doubting the Bulls and downplaying them, saying, you know, we never seen Zach, we never seen Lonzo in the playoffs. Can you see, or actually, can you bring an if factor when you say, what if about Lonzo Ball and Zach Levine clicking in the playoffs? For example, we have playoff P, Trey Young. We got guys who will play in the playoffs, outstanding monsters, but trash in the regular season, or are really outstanding good in the regular season, but just freeze up in the playoffs. So let the pressure's too much for them. And we see a shine of brilliance with Zach Levine and Lonzo hit clutch shots and go out there and have a good mindset in closing minutes. So can we bring up what if Lonzo and Zach Levine go out there in the playoffs and just go out there and just dominate like we never seen before, just for the fact that we've seen players click in certain situations and there's no proof like we can deny that. So can we bring up about that? How you feel about it?
Hey, I you know, there's definitely an if. You know, we've seen Lonzo. I mean, when the game is on the line, we all saw that Oregon game. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? We all saw that Oregon game when he basically put the team on his back the last, few minutes of the game. I definitely feel that way, especially if he's playing his game during the playoffs. There's a big chance for Lonzo and Zach. You know, obviously Zach, he's hungry to get into the playoffs. So I feel like when he gets into the playoffs, the first game, he's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? For Lonzo, obviously he's going to be like the fourth option or whatever, but I feel like Lonzo, he won't be doing a lot of scoring, but he's going to be controlling the game. That's what I feel like in the playoffs. He's going to be controlling the pace. He's basically going to have the game like in his fingers. I mean, the last time I saw him do that was that Portland game when he had 17 assists, and in that game he barely had the ball in his hands. So imagine when he has the ball in his hands during the playoffs when it's really time to get some wins and put some points on the board. I feel like that's when we'll see Lonzo at his best.
All right.
Definitely, I'm with you. We got teamwork in the building. What's good? Oh, he just joined. He got his mic on mute. Shit Athletic, what up?
Yo, defense, bro. Talk to me about this defense that when they talk about the Chicago Bulls, everything is good, but I'm concerned about their defense. This old media narrative that they're putting out on this defense when they were 12th last year, and they got better athletes this year.
Right.
I'm looking at it, and are those just lazy takes, or is that some validity to that?
I feel like when it comes to the starting lineup, I mean, sure, whatever. Talk about the defense, whatever. But I feel like Zach, he's gonna for sure put more effort into the defensive end because he won't have so much of a burden on the offensive end like he did last season. So I feel like we'll see a more dedicated Zach on defense this season. We could talk about DeMar too, I guess. He's not a positive defender, but he's not, I don't know. He's a bit iffy. He's probably going to guard the team's 3-and-D player on offense or on defense.
Yeah, if they're guarding the third and fourth option on every team, isn't that going to make us a better defense?
Yeah, it is. It is. But, it's a lazy take because if you look at the bench, literally basically everybody except Kobe White is a defensive player.
Right.
And so, it is a lazy take, 100%. you know, these old media guys, you know, they just look at the roster. They don't look at anything else. They just look at names, and then they just stick to that. But if you really look at the roster, really look at how people play in film and everything like that, then you would know that this is a defensive team off the bench. I got to be right back real quick, though.
Okay.
Word. Yo, Dex.
Yes.
How do you feel about what I said when I said it comes down to the fact that we can bring an if about Lonzo, Zach Levine click and turn into monsters in the playoffs?
I don't think that will be a problem. I think they're looking forward to that because Zach just came off the Olympics winning a gold medal, and his primary focus was defense. And he executed that plan very well because he wanted to use that as a toolage into coming into the season.
You hit it on the nail, bro. Thank you. Yes, go ahead. My bad.
Yes, sir. And now that he feels good about himself, he secured the gold medal. He also have a mindset that he can, you know, fall back a little bit and be what the team needs him to be to carry wins into the season.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think the Bulls are gonna scare some people. Like I said, I think Zach will be okay. I just question: do you think he's better than Jimmy Butler at this point?
Man, if you listen to his interview, all right, he said every year I work on my weakness. Whatever the weakness was the year prior, I work on it. This year, he said he wants to be a complete player. So what's missing? What is everybody talking about when we talk about him? Winning and defense. So those are the two things he's going to focus on. And so Zach locked in on defense, offense is scary, bro. So yeah. I think they're going to be locked on, and I think DeMar is just going to be a product of those guys playing hard, man. He's going to play the 3-and-D guy, be able to stay in front of him. Like, come on, man. He could be a plus defender, man. And you got the other guys, man. Lonzo and was it P. White or P. Will doing their thing, man. And then Vooch is a plus defender. See, these guys, it's a lazy take because I did some research, man. So it's just like I don't get it, you know. So I think it's just a lot of hate, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just trying to figure out, can he go pound for pound? Because, you know, Jimmy Butler, he might not look like, you know, Zach look like, okay, he'll run it up. He'll go for 40 something, you know, but you look at a Jimmy, oh, yeah, he all right. No, Jimmy Butler could go to that level. You understand? There's certain players, okay, what about, what's my man? No, Trae Young. You know, he could go to that level. You understand?
He can go to that level on offense. See, the thing is that separates Jimmy Butler is he'll give you 28, 30 on offense, and then he'll lock your ass down on defense. That's what separates him, man. He's a dog.
Yeah, man, I feel you say he's a dog.
Hell yeah, Jimmy Butler's a dog, bro.
I think so too, man. I'm telling you. What you about to say, Ray?
I was gonna say, breaking news, man.
Not
really breaking news. If you paying attention, you would have known this, but letting y'all know, Zoe is in Chicago, so we can stop this Twitter trolling, this Instagram trolling. We can stop this media trolling. Lonzo is in Chicago. We can stop this trolling.
I got something for y'all, man.
What?
Some content on that. It's gonna call Real G's Move in Silence, and it's about Zoe. Y'all gonna love it, bro. I got something on that, man, for sure.
Right, okay. We're looking forward to that. I'm trying to think, can he match up with Chris Middleton? Chris Middleton could go to that level. And he play defense.
I think Lonzo's gonna be on Drew, and I think they're gonna put Patrick P-Dub on
Giannis.
Giannis. He's gonna be on Middleton. I think they're gonna let Giannis do their thing. If I was a coach, I'd let Giannis be Giannis. But I'm a.
So you gonna put Valanciunas on Giannis?
Yeah, I let that be a match because Valanciunas got feet work. Giannis can't fuck with him. Valanciunas gonna get 20 and 10. So if your boy gets 30 and 15, that's a wash to me. I'll lock everybody else down.
I mean, somebody come in the eye.
Huh? Vooch gonna get his, bro. But I try and lock everybody else down. I wouldn't. put all the attention on Giannis.
Right, I'm with you. So who you said was going to guard Giannis?
I let Giannis and Vooch go at it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I thought that's what you said.
yeah.
Right, that's what I
I
would
let
do.
that be a
But
wash.
it's easier.
It's what it is. If Giannis beats him up, he beats him up. So what? As long as those other guys don't beat me, what Giannis gonna do is what gonna give me 40? Fine, but Chris Middleton can't give me 30, and Drew Holiday can't give me 25. That's where we lose.
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah, that's
Giannis is Giannis. He's gonna do him. But if you could just slow down the others and keep them not effective of the game, you're right. You're right.
And if Giannis gets 40 and Vooch gets 20 and 10, I'll take that all day.
Yeah, that'll be a good look right there. I'm telling you. I'm just looking at these teams they match up with. What about in Philadelphia? You know, we don't really know. Assuming Ben Simmons is there,
They're running him out the gym.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think your boy is gonna have the stamina to be a run with them.
Who? Embiid?
Embiid. By the
I was about to ask, but who guards him?
Ben Simmons gonna be cold.
About the third quarter,
What's
Embiid
up,
Tummy
Tim?
gonna be
Exactly. Embiid gonna be breathing hard by the third quarter. Real hard.
They're gonna be bubble guts out there.
Yeah, man, it definitely is. I just think I don't think anybody's gonna be able to guard Joel Embiid when he go to that level. I'm trying to tell you, man. I just want because he never been in the playoffs before. Not saying that he ain't gonna do bad, because Trae Young never been to the playoffs before. So I'm just interested to see what Lonzo Ball would do in these situations. That's why I'm just so just waiting for him to get there. He should have been there 2 seasons ago, but I'll leave it at that.
To me, he plays his best games when it's big games. Look at all the big games. The big games against San Antonio, Golden State. He shows up in big games, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just can't wait. I know I'm projecting. You know what I'm saying? But it's no excuses, man. There's no more excuses.
Yeah, no more excuses.
It's not.
But why you keep saying excuses? I don't understand why you keep saying excuses. We already laid out the scenario that created a narrative that it wasn't no excuses. A lot of that was by design. Now Lonzo did contribute to some of his own demise, but not totally. You follow what I'm saying? When you say excuses, that's like Lonzo did it on his own.
I get you what you said.
Hold up. When we say it's not like our takes are saying that we're saying it's excuses. We're saying it's almost like we're pleasing the old media, a way of saying we can't say anything because that's how y'all keep saying it's excuses. Because we're going to show you that Lonzo's out there balling and hooping, and because it's up to Lonzo now this year. Because we got a Donovan, we got Donovan that's letting the locks free, right? We got a team that's behind them. We got a players that's behind them. You got the office and fans behind them. So it's almost like we're trying to a little bit agree with the old media, but at the same time we're not agreeing. We're just letting them know, hey, because everybody wants to call it excuses. So we're saying, okay, fine. This year, it's no more excuses. They're gonna let Lonzo do him. Because Lonzo it's up to Lonzo this year.
Right, but at the same time, Lonzo can give us 25, and in the next 2 games to give us 6, have a triple single. All right, he can't give us 30. He can't give us 30 and then have 3 games of triple singles. That is what I'm talking about. It's it's more excuses.
Like I said,
none.
It's some of it was Lonzo's fault that contribute to his own demise. Because soon as a coach do something or somebody on the court do something that he don't like, then he gets his disposition changes.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Can see it.
So that can't happen. Yeah. Just say that can't happen. But we done seen last year, the man hit 30+ points within 2 games, within a week period, and then they shut him down. Now, if we could have seen Lonzo unfold through the rest of the season, which most teams would have done because they're trying to get more value for Lonzo, so that just showed that David Griffin was in some type of sinister plan. Yeah, because if he wanted to maximize Lonzo's trade ability as an asset, then he would let him play out the season. Lonzo shoot as much as you want, dribble as much as you want because we're trying to get as much as we can for your ass.
Exactly.
But he did the opposite. He shut the man down.
Yep.
Because he really wanted to probably try to keep him for just a little bit of nothing. But it backfired when, the rest is history. But only thing I'm saying is this. We done chronicle Lonzo's journey in the NBA under various coaches, under various circumstances. And when we done that from various content creators from all different type of angles, it came to the same conclusion. Lonzo at fault maybe 20%, NBA at fault 80%. So I don't find that as an excuse because I don't care how much you do, you cannot really fight that system. That system is a machine. You understand what I'm saying? It eats its own.
I got
and if it don't want you to do this or do that, trust me, you ain't gonna do this and you ain't gonna do that.
That you hit some points, man, because like I said, like on the you guys gonna love my next one. It's called Real G's Moving Silence. And I go back to all that shit. So I went back to the essence, man, and that dude, my good Lord, Scottie Pippen had to take on him, man, that you guys gonna love. He was like, he was doomed. Like before the first game, Scottie Pippen said he was getting calls, said, I'm salivating at the mouth to get at that dude. It wasn't even on him. So you guys gonna be amazed, man. You know what I mean? So the dude was battling giants before he stepped on the court. He didn't even know it.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying we got to get this notion with Lonzo. Like I said, I don't want to be objective, but like I said, Lonzo Ball, he definitely has to produce. Yes, pardon me, subjective. Pardon me. You understand? I definitely gonna be honest. Lonzo can't come out here and bullshit. This season, and I'm gonna be critical if so. I'm on record as saying that, but I don't think it's gonna be the case. You understand? I think he's in a perfect situation where certain times where he would score 7, 9, where he wasn't in the flow of the offense. I don't think that's gonna be the case this go around. Lonzo Ball will be the engine to the offense this go around.
Right. Right.
With that 85 million, this is what
2 points in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
You're not going to see that because not with that 85 million, you can't see that. It's impossible. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It's impossible for you to see that with that type of talent, with that type of guy, with that type of confidence. This is why he's constantly working out to let everybody know I didn't come to rob the NBA, man. I'm not here for that. I'm not a stick-up kid.
And he does it inside.
I'm finna play out this contract like none other. Matter of fact, you might want to give me an extension after the second year. That's how I'm gonna play out this contract. Yeah, all eyes is on the ball. Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo?
What's up?
How much you said Lonzo contract was for?
85 million.
4 years, 85.
Woo, my boy did good. Woo, my boy got 4 years.
That's big money. What? Yeah, that's a couple. That's 20 plus.
Oh, especially for this is why other players in this draft class got more than him for the extension. But the reason why this is such extraordinary for him is because what have he shown? You understand what I'm saying? Glimpses here, glimpses there.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it so significant that somebody's seen in him what a lot of us have already seen in him. Those glimpses wasn't a glitch. And that's what we have to understand. Those glimpses wasn't a glitch. Those glimpses is actually who and what he is when he is allowed to perform.
AK has been in love with him since the draft, man. He's been wanting him. So when they got the GM job at the Bulls, who did we hear? All we heard was they wanted Lonzo. You know what I'm saying? So even at the trade break, when they was talking about the AD thing, they was trying to be a third team so they can get Lonzo. So they've been wanting the kid, man. You know what I mean? So he knew that. Knowing that right there, they're gonna put you in when somebody wants you, they're gonna put you in the right position to be successful. Period.
I'm gonna put it like this too, though. This on Flight Sports TV. Just shout out to Flight Sports TV. I'm gonna tell you like this:
Flight Sports.
The NBA is a bag of business. The NBA is a bag of business. They know that Lonzo Ball is a freaking commodity, okay? And that commodity was being suffocated down there in New Orleans. That commodity was being suffocated his second year in the Los Angeles Lakers, okay? So if they see a commodity that could basically bloom into productivity that will ultimately create another serious revenue stream, hey, he needs another market. You understand what I'm saying? This is the power of the NBA. This is why the NBA is considered a board of governors. Listen to this. It's like Wall Street. They consider a board of governors with the head master, the commissioner, basically overseeing all ideas and all and all summations. All ideas and all summations come together and then they rule on it. They're not finna go in bankruptcy. The system's not set up for that. So if Chicago is a market that has yet to be tapped in since Derrick Rose, then somebody needs to go to Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? Because we can't let Chicago go under. And as good as Zach Levine is, he is not galvanizing the citizens of Chicago to come see an NBA game. Yeah. So we need something there that will spark the interest of the Chicagoans and bring them back to the stadium, to the arena.
ZO2, Lonzo.
This is something really significant because that's a lot of money going to waste.
UCLA Zo, we back.
Wait. Charlotte stuff. We're not finna do the Charlotte stuff. Hold on.
Hey, you gonna come in wearing the Jello 3?
Pause. Everybody pause. Take a break. Pump your brakes. Let's look at this.
We're having some technical difficulties. Yeah, you was definitely preaching
a little bit. Is that what we need? Because it's you got to look at it like this. Michael Jordan already said.
Start back from like 30 seconds. You was going in and out.
Oh my God, my phone went out.
You was cooking. You gotta go back. You can't miss that.
Okay, the NBA is a business, a bag of business. Okay, Chicago is a major metropolitan city within the United States. Chicago is a major metropolitan city in North America. And North America is Mexico, United States, and Canada. Chicago is a big heavyweight. It's a seaport. Chicago is a seaport. Okay? So all this money is coming in. You don't think the NBA wants part of that? And Zach Levine could not do what Chicago wanted to do as far as generating revenue stream. Lonzo Ball is a commodity. They're not going to let that commodity just sit there and waste in New Orleans. You had 2 years with him, New Orleans. What you do? Nothing. Okay, now Michael Jordan is interested in this commodity. Michael Jordan is on record saying, I'm not opposed to bringing in another Ball brother to the Charlotte Hornets. I think it would be great for the people of Charlotte to see two Ball brothers on the same team. And he was not talking about Jello. Remember, LeVar gave him Jello. Like, here you go. Mike didn't call and say, send me Jello.
Right.
So the NBA look at it like, wait a minute, pump your brakes. Hold on, Mike. We know you the GOAT on the court, but we can't give you all this mastermind moves off the court as an owner. We can't do that, Mike, because we got too many billionaires in here, and most of these billionaires are more billionaires than you. So we got to pump your brakes, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Let us reassess the situation. Let us view the landscape and see. Oh, Chicago is empty right now. Houston is empty right now. But Chicago is on the verge of breaking through. Houston is not. So we need a commodity in Chicago. What commodity that we can put in Chicago that can spark the interest and galvanize the Chicagoans to come back to the arena and fill it up? Because they haven't had that since the days of Derrick Rose. Wait a minute. We got a guy over here in New Orleans just stagnated, and people just love him to death. Some love him, some hate him, but he's a controversial figure, right? And controversy sells because controversy brings eyes to a certain location. So let's pump your brakes, Mike. To hold on a second. Let's see what else we can do, because the NBA is a board of governors. It's like Wall Street, with the commissioner sitting up top as the mastermind, and the commissioner review. Listen to this. The commissioner review all ideas that come his way for the benefit of the whole league, and the whole league is the board of governors, which are really called the owners. So hold on a minute. Where can we generate some more revenue? Because that's all it's about: generating revenue, generating a new interest in fanfare. Chicago is a perfect spot. Can that be worked out? Chicago almost jacked it off. You guys know this, right? You know, Chicago Bulls almost jacked off the Lonzo Ball trade. You know that, right?
Well, they could have had him at the deadline, right?
Not only that, even after that, they almost jacked it off for tampering. That trade was almost rescinded. This is some real shit. But they looked at it like, you know what? It better serves the NBA if he stays there. Because Chicago is a major metropolitan market. It's a seaport. Chicago is like Wall Street too. Don't forget that. You got New York, you got Los Angeles, and you got Chicago as major money market places in United States, in North America.
And the thing is, that was done within the first 10 seconds. So that told you that probably New York, Boston, somebody was coming with the bag. Somebody else is coming with the bag.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Knicks. Well, the way the Knicks move, they move like we going to something bigger and better. Unfortunately, it seemed like they just ready for Dame. We just waiting for that whole situation.
The Knicks dropped the bag. You know, the Knicks dropped the bag royally.
Well,
but the only benefit the Knicks had, yeah, they should have got Lonzo without a doubt. I mean, that's just out without question. Scott Perry and Leon Rose, they really screwed that one up. But nevertheless, though, would help New York Knicks that they made the playoffs. So they did galvanize their fans back. You know what I'm saying? So that helped them when they made the playoffs. That helped them. Now the fans have something to look forward to.
You got Zoe to that mix.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
But what I'm saying is that Zoe going there, cool, all right? But Zoe not going there, the fans are still reinvigorated again. They're not dead New York fans no more. Right. They're reinvigorated. Right. They feel they have a chance. This last year, we was a 4th seed. Next year, we could be the 2nd seed. Okay, Randall, get a right hand. RJ Barrett, get a right hand. Get us some scoring. You understand what I'm saying? So Lonzo Ball would have been a perfect fit for the Knicks, but it doesn't mean that Lonzo Ball would have been the perfect business fit for the Knicks. Lonzo Ball is a perfect fit for the Bulls and the perfect business fit for the Bulls. Look at us talking about the Bulls. When the last time the Bulls got this much interest? When the last time content creators talked about the Bulls 24/7? Right. Think about that.
They're back. They're back now.
It's not because of DeRozan. DeRozan was in San Antonio. Ain't nobody talking about San Antonio.
Crickets.
It's not because of Vucevic. He was down in what was that? Orlando. Nobody was talking about Orlando.
Fish sticks.
It's not because of Zach Levine, because Zach Levine been in Chicago for years. We just want to see him dunk. That's it. Outside of that, nobody want to talk about that. Lonzo Ball, he gets there. The interest, the fans, everybody's jumping. You got people from St. Louis. You got people from Milwaukee. I'm talking about not Milwaukee fans, but people in the Milwaukee area, Racine, Kenosha, in those little areas like that. It's elated that the Bulls is something to talk about now. Now it could become a rivalry between Milwaukee and the Bulls again. The Sidney Moncrief era. You follow what I'm saying? The Michael Jordan era.
Right. Yeah.
Facts.
So it's generating money. It's not a Bulls is not a flat line anymore.
What they say in church? Yeah,
I understand, bro. But that nigga got to show up, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know why you guys keep saying that lame ass shit.
It's what happens.
Why you think he will not show up? Just think about that. I mean, honestly though, Dave. Honestly, Dave, come on, man. I know you have better takes than that, but honestly, what makes you think Lonzo Ball will not show up with people who wants him there?
No, I'm not saying he got it. Make sure he shows up.
It ain't no question. They want him there, from the owner all the way down to the towel boy and everybody in between wants him there. And let me share this with you. I went on NBA.com, right? You know, I do my research. I do different type of research. I went on NBA.com, and don't you know there's not one Lonzo Ball Chicago Bulls jersey on there that I didn't see? You know what they still selling? They still selling his Laker gear. What do that tells you? That's sitting up there telling you that there's fans in other markets that want to see this guy succeed. They buying his Laker gear because they think somewhere down the line that Laker gear gonna be valuable. The only way an old jersey can be valuable if the player is playing at a new level.
And Dave, let me tell you something, Dave. I can't speak for everyone eyes, but when I watched Lonzo Ball play for a team that did not want him, a team that was holding him back, a team that was trying to downplay what he does, I seen him not interested. When I seen Lonzo be happy about the game, be more excited about the game, he dominated. And that wasn't just points. He dominated. He dominated and just being the outstanding player on the court. That's assisting, rebounding, everything a part of the game. And he'll even do his best to take care of your defense assignment, because that's the player he is. That's why every NBA player keeps coming out like, bro, we need a nigga like that on our team. So for Lonzo to go to a Chicago Bulls team and him here, the Bulls say, we want you for you. For Lonzo to hear that Zach Levine telling him like, yo, hop on this commercial with me, this advertisement on Instagram. Yo, hey, let me dap you up at the end of the game because nobody want to represent show the fact that you was actually pooping.
Let me give you a big picture. No, hold on one second. Let me give you a big picture, Ray.
Bro, all I'm saying is just he needs to be on goal from the get-go, from game 1 to game 81, or how much games there is, bro. That's all I'm saying. No,
let me share a bigger picture with you, brothers. Please. Let me get you to open your mind just a little bit. Just hear me out. You don't have to agree, but just hear me out. Zach Levine from the UCLA Bruins, okay? I think he's a 2-time slam dunk contest winner.
Yeah.
Playing with the Bulls. Won an extension. He wanted to be paid damn near like a Supermax player.
Yeah.
But guess what, Zach Levine? What have you done for me lately?
Wow. Come on, Dex.
Listen now. Listen carefully. Anytime you want to, if you ever worked a job, some of you brothers probably haven't had a job in your life because you might be a little too young, or some of you brothers probably just entrepreneurs and you just work with yourself, among yourself. You don't have employees. But if you ever had a job as an employee, or you ever became a business owner who became an employer who hired employees, no employee can come for a raise unless the revenue is there. You can ask all you want, my man, but guess what? Hey, we can't afford you. And if we can't afford you, either you stay until production or productivity improves, or you bounce. Zach Levine was like, wait a minute. We need something here in Chicago. Remember I just said the NBA needs Chicago up. They need Chicago to generate money. Zach Levine, you want this thing? Get your boy over here. He's a commodity. The man got like 11 to 12 million Instagram followers. 15 million Twitter followers. Get your boy over here, Zach. You want some money? Because that's going to generate money. Get them comfortable. Make them feel good. Get them over here. Whatever you can do, get them over here. Help them. Help us. Help yourself. So if Lonzo Ball come to Chicago, the NBA benefits, the team benefits, and guess what? The superstar benefits. Zach Levine benefits for Lonzo being there because there's new money coming in. You understand what I'm saying? So that contract that you asking for, Zach Levine, it could be done. It could be done. Why hasn't it been signed yet? Because we need to put some butts in the seat. We got you, Zach. We're going to give you that extension, Zach, but you can't get it just yet. We got to make sure that the fanfare and the galvanization of Lonzo Ball coming into Chicago Bulls can project that we sell out at least 30 of the 41 games.
Hold on. Everyone,
Right.
hold on. Everybody in the chat, I see a little bit of disrespect, man. Y'all drop the like button. 70 people watching and only eight likes. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. I know we can get the like button to like 15, 20 at least. Come on now. 8 likes out of 70 people watching? Come on, y'all.
But Dex,
So Lonzo Ball being there benefits everybody.
Dex, along with that, see the bottom line is
Nah, your shit is behind. I'm sorry, A1. It's 26 likes.
They have to ball.
Let me refresh.
All that, and that's why Zoe is so big on Zoe, man, because he's the X factor. All right, he's the X factor. When every team they play, they're not gonna they're gonna try and not let Levine and DeMar and Vooch beat them. So Lonzo's gonna be the X factor in every game. So you're right. It's a huge, like it's everything is it's a culmination of everything together, man. And this is his opportunity.
Yes, sir. A1 from day one. So that's why I'm saying it's impossible for you to think that Lonzo's going to go there and lay down. The game is not going to let Lonzo lay down. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I don't want to just say it. The game is not, I'm not saying it's fixed. Okay? I'm not going to go that far. But I'm saying the game is not going to let Lonzo lay down, man. They're going to call fouls for Lonzo that you're like, damn, I didn't know Lonzo could get them superstar calls. You're going to see. That's why I keep saying it's harvest time. They're going to let Lonzo feast on these little guards, man.
Some drives, man. We got to see.
Chicago got to make the playoffs. Young brothers, you hear me? Older brothers, you hear me? They got to make the playoffs, man. The NBA is a money-making machine.
They got to make the playoffs.
That's the bottom line. When they say bottom line, that means money. For those who don't know money talk.
Yeah, I know.
They got to make the playoffs. Too good.
Chicago's going to be in them playoffs this year.
They have to. If the Bulls,
the fans need to be excited.
Yep. The Bulls have to, bro. This team is too good.
It ain't no if. They going to be in the playoffs. Just like the Knicks. Remember? Listen now.
Hey. I'm just saying they got to.
Just like the Knicks. Just like Flight's team. Remember, people were so down on the Knicks, man. The Knicks were just doing everything bad. Kicking Spike Lee out. Kicking Oakley out. Not showing Patrick Ewing the proper respect. They had to create something for the New York fans to keep them interested because the New York Knicks are the most valued team in the NBA. $5 billion. You hear me? Who's number 2? The Golden State Warriors. Who's number 3? The Los Angeles Lakers. And guess who's number 4? Can you guess who's number 4? Chicago Bulls, brothers. Chicago Bulls is the 4th most valued team in the NBA, and they ain't winning nothing. Everybody else on top is winning, right? The Knicks went to the playoffs last year. Golden State's been dominating for years. The Lakers won a championship in the last 2 years. Chicago ain't did jack nothing. So you think this is just a game? Come on, man. No, Mike, you can't have Lonzo, man. Well, just hold on for a second, man. We need to do something else.
Just some cooking right there, Dex.
Yeah, Dex cooking tonight.
Take Jello. Lonzo got to go somewhere else, man. It's bigger than that. You heard what Lonzo tell Hoop Jargon? Hoop Jargon asked Lonzo face to face. Lonzo, where you going? I don't know, man. I'll wait till Monday. What you mean you don't know? You think Lonzo just lying to Hoop
He
Jargon?
was bullshitting.
You think so? I don't think so. I think Rich Paul and him, you know what I'm saying, is bigger than that, man. The game is bigger than just the player. It's a machine. It's almost $1 trillion machine out here, man. They ain't wasting no time with no Lonzo. You kidding me? But he's a commodity. He's worth something. He's a jewel. And this ain't no cult type talking, man. This ain't no religion putting him as a God besides God and all that bullshit that motherfuckers do on the internet with these players. This ain't none of that.
Wow.
This is real talk about money.
Yeah, man. It's basketball, man.
He basically told Hoop Jargon in so many words, I'm really not in control of this, man. Think about it. How many times I've been up in LeVar's face trying to get something out about him? Only thing he can tell me is MJ is on board with it. He couldn't tell me exactly where he's going.
Yeah, they ain't got no control over
He
that.
probably didn't know. Exactly. It's almost $1 trillion industry, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with these people, man, and their money. I'll pass the mic. I'm going to mute my mic.
Yeah, I already know, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Like I told you, man, I'm the voice of the voiceless, man. Flight, man. For real. It's a real shit, man. Everybody got a voice. I salute to everybody. This is your show.
Hit the lights, man. Bulls go as far as Zoe takes them. Come on, bro. Danny Joseph in the comments, bro. Come on, my boy. You gotta stop it, bro. He said so. Basically, Bulls. No one said that, Danny.
What is he talking about?
What'd he say?
You need to come up here and explain.
What'd he say?
Like, I hate this is what people are trying to do, man, and this is what I hate. People are trying to have this debate is it Lonzo or Levine's team, bro? That needs to stop, bro. Just let them niggas play, bro.
Man, it's Levine's team, man. It's Levine's team.
Bro.
Like that's people trying to create a narrative, man. That's Levine's team, man.
Exactly, bro. Like every time they're like, "Oh, this team's Lonzo." This team, like, just let them niggas.
Shout out to run it back.
Both teammates, bro. God, bro. That should be annoying. Like you be going in and people, oh, they're building around Lonzo and all this crazy shit. Like,
No,
bro,
but they are. Hold up, that's
not
not
Levine's team, bro.
It is. Hold up. You have never heard me say. Hold up, Dave. You never heard me say or anyone say this isn't Zach Levine's team.
No, not you.
It can be Zach Levine's team. That don't mean it ain't built around Lonzo.
They building around Lonzo.
They are building around Lonzo. You don't make a move and get Derrick Jones Jr. and say
we try to be competitive with everything, bro. Damn. Every time
say two ways.
Dave, it is Zach Levine's team. Bro. Zach Levine is the face of the franchise. But they still build around Lonzo because you don't pick up a Derrick Jones Jr. and say you build around Zach Levine. You don't do that.
I'm saying that. Yes, you have fits.
No, you don't. You don't do that. No, you don't. No, you don't.
But let's stop that shit, bro.
It's Zach's team, but you can build around players.
You can definitely build around a different player.
We go as Zach Levine goes.
Okay, so why did the Bulls offense? Okay, so why did the Bulls offense come out and say we're playing running defense?
Hold on. Honest Laker fan, my bad. I gotta do a better job at that with the chat. Starting today, I'm gonna do a better job. Pardon me.
That clear, bro. People gotta make that shit clear, bro. Hey, let's stop all this acting like we don't got a 27-point per game score, averaging 40.
I get you. It's his team, but they are
building around. They are.
Yeah, you can say that.
Shout out Dante. We back.
I'm back. Hey, honest Lakers fan, and hold up, you won't find out one stream where everybody's answering every single question in the chat.
Yeah.
In fact, flight. I agree.
But I got to do a better job. He's right.
Questions. Yeah. We answer some questions. But all of the questions,
right? Starting today, we're gonna do a better job.
Yo, Theo B. Yo, Theo, please come in.
So, Dante, did you overhear anything, or you just came in on the conversation?
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I've heard a couple things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just listening in right now.
Yeah. So, I got a question for you, Dante. There's always a surprise team in the East or the West. You know, teams that's flying under the radar. You know, I'm telling people now, look out for Washington and look out for Minnesota. You know, I think these are some sleepers. You know, that's going to smack some people upside the head. Who's two teams from the East or the West that you think can scare somebody?
I think Minnesota is the one on the West for sure, 100%. I think Minnesota. Then on the East, besides the Bulls, obviously, I'm gonna say either the Hornets or the Wizards. I think one of those two. I feel like the Hornets they can surprise people. I don't know how many games they'd win, you know, but I feel like they'll definitely like put up a fight against some of these elite teams.
Yeah, I think the Hornets. I got the Hornets in the playoffs, but I think the Wizards might sneak in there, maybe be a little bit better than some people might think. You know, Bradley Beal, he had to score all the points. You know, Kuzma coming in with a chip on his shoulder. You know, they got Dinwiddie. The offense is going up 30 notches. You understand?
Right.
So I think the Wizards could sneak in maybe 6, maybe 5. Look out for Washington, y'all.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, it is a bold statement. I'm just saying I think they could sneak in the thick of things in the East because okay. I'm just telling you that's all Bradley Beal needed, somebody to get him home, and he got some hitters now.
All right, man. If you're right, man, you're a prophet, dog.
You said I'm a prophet?
If you're right, you're a prophet, dog. Because that's crazy.
How good is Bradley Beal? Compare Bradley Beal to Zach.
Oh,
damn.
Let's talk about it.
He's better than that nigga.
Come on.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Let's just calm down.
Yes, he is. Bro.
He's not better than Bradley Beal.
Not at this moment.
Not right now. They're Bradley just averaged 30. Come on now. He just averaged 30 a game. He's not better. But I mean, when it comes to scoring, you know, Zach's coming up, but Beal, he just makes it look so easy, bro. It's kind of disgusting, but Beal's better. Dave.
All right, let me check Beal's stats, bro. Because I see this nigga do some just like I think it's a bit overrated when it comes to scoring, bro.
You think 30 is overrated?
Zach Levine averaged 27 a game, 42% shooting from the three, and shot 50% in the field, and was one of the best finishers in the league in his position. Come on, bro. He's better than Bradley Beal. We're gonna see this year, bro, for sure. And he's a better 3-point shooter. And I feel like, yeah, I'll give Bradley the mid-range.
Yeah, you know what, Dave? I'm with you. I think if I had to choose between the two, I'm going Zach.
Zach is 6'7", bouncy. No,
he is not 6'7".
6'6".
6'5".
6'6", man.
6'5". We talking about shoes or not?
Shoes on.
Okay, then Lonzo's 6'7" then.
Yeah, so Zach is 6'8".
What? This ain't Zach 6'8". Dude, I'll get you the Bulls. I understand, dude.
6'8". You gotta get him to 6'8", bro. 6'7", 6'8". He's taller than Lonzo.
Oh. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's at Zach 6'8".
Oh man, Dave, you're funny as hell, man.
So you out there in LA, Dante? We're talking about the Lakers. You don't follow the Lakers?
Oh no, I'm not in LA. I'm actually near Sacramento.
Oh my bad. Oh whoa.
Oh. So
what's up with
ain't
the Kings?
Really too much to talk about.
You grew up a Kings fan?
Not really. I grew up a Warriors fan because when I grew up, the Kings were ass. But yeah, mostly a Warriors fan for me.
Yeah, when you was coming up, who was on the Kings?
Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins.
Rudy. You remember Rudy?
Yeah, Rudy Gay.
Yo, they was nasty in 2K.
Nah, they were nice back in the day.
Yo, they was a nasty 2K team. Yo, I swear to God.
Yo, Rudy Gay was unstoppable.
Yo, Rudy Gay was broken. You understand?
He was unstoppable, man. Hey, Josh Jackson, man, I'm not a bandwagon dog. Let me live, man. I wasn't a bandwagon. I was a fan of Steph, man.
They had DeMarcus. Was DeMarcus with them?
Yeah. DeMarcus was a beast. My goodness. I miss DeMarcus in his prime, dog. Yo, he was a Hall of Famer.
When I used to watch DeMarcus cook out, I used to be like, yo,
and Rondo. Rondo was there too, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Rondo, yeah. Man, they had a squad, dog.
Yeah, we got the Liverpool in the building. It was good.
Hey, hold on.
What's good, everybody?
Shout out to you, Liverpool.
Yo, Wagwan. Why for everybody? What's good?
Wagwan, my youth. Listen, I'm from Long Island. I got Jamaicans coming through. You know, it's like a melting pot.
I know how it is, bro.
Nah, hey,
That's
hey,
where New York is vast.
we glad to see you, bro. Real shit, man.
Yeah, I know.
Glad to see you, bro.
I'm glad to see y'all too, man. Yo, I just came in here to defend Dave, to be honest. I had to defend Dave because Zach is better than Beal. Like,
how about that?
In every way. Zach is
maybe if Zach was better on defense, but they're about the same on defense.
Right, they're about the same on defense, but then Zach is more efficient. And if I check right now, the usage rate is higher with Bradley Beal. You feel me? Like, let me check. But in the same way, like Bradley Beal, I mean, Zach is more efficient. It's 42% from 3, 50% from 3, from the field. It's just I just think that he's a better player than Bradley Beal.
Beal's probably better right now, though. I mean, we have to remember he averaged 30 playing with Russell Westbrook. You know, so
and then we're hurting the playoffs.
Is Russ really that bad though? To be honest, like
I mean, he's not bad, but he turns over the ball a lot.
I think we have a still narrative on Russ, though. I think we have the narrative from when he was playing with KD, from those times, and we just bring it over to now. Because I don't think that Russ is that bad.
He's not bad. He's a good player, but I mean,
no, I mean like
still averaging 30 with Russ, who is a high usage player, a very high usage. If Beal still averaged 30, that's tough. That's tough. I would, second in scoring, that's nothing to sneeze about. Maybe after this season. We'll see it with Zach and Beal, but you just got to give it to – you have to give it to Beal right now. That's like the same thing with, like, comparing players. I mean, I feel like Lonzo is better than this player, but, that's just me personally. He hasn't, like, shown it, So, yeah. It's just all about opinions at the end of the day. It's just basketball.
I think that when we're talking about who's better, I think an underrated stat that people don't look at is the usage rate, to be honest. Because if a team puts the ball...
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We got the legendary Hoop Jargon in the building. What's good, bro? Hoop Jargon, man. You're right. I don't know if he got your. I think he had his mic on mute. He'll be back in. Keep going. My bad. Liverpool. Keep going.
As I was saying, I think the usage rate is an underrated stat because I just checked, and Bradley has 30. Even though the teams are going to put the ball in the better players' hands, so yes, I understand higher usage rates, but to compare like for like, the usage rate has to be used, right? And Bradley Beal has a usage rate of 34.1, right? And Zach has a usage rate of 31. And it does seem like a small difference, but it really is large in the grand scheme of things, right? Because maybe if Zach had the same usage rate, he would have 30 points as well. You get me? So I just think that we need to look at that as well. I just don't think that it's a like for like thing.
That's a whole lot of ifs, though.
Yes, it's a whole lot of ifs, but you have to take everything into context.
Still a lot of ifs.
I think Zach will have a better year than Bradley this year.
Oh, 100%.
I feel
100%. I mean, we also got to remember the Wizards made the playoffs, so gotta give them respect.
Yeah, but Zach was.
They made the play-in game though.
Hey, let's be honest. Would they haven't made it without Brook? I don't think they would have been last place without Brook.
Without Westbrook?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think
Shit, they damn near was last place with Westbrook.
Facts.
Yeah, man, that's a trip. What's good? What's good, Hoop Jargon? What you dealing with?
Oh yeah, man. I just got off work, man. I was playing a little bit 2K22, and then I see your stream pop up, so I would come on and talk a little.
Yeah, definitely. It's always a pleasure to work with you, man. What system you on? The PlayStation or Xbox?
Man, I'm on PS4. I'm trying to get a twice.
You gotta get the 5.
Nah, I know you can't find them things. Them things are last of a dying breed out here. They're gonna cost you an arm, a leg, and a thigh.
I can't do the 5 for it, though. I can do it.
Yeah, word.
Hey, Hoop Jargon.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon, man.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon.
Hey, Hoop Jargon, man.
I got something to ask you too.
Hey, I appreciate you, Hoop Jargon. Pull it up, man. We love to hear You know what I'm saying? The facts you be giving us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely respected here at Flight Sports TV, man. Every time you come here, you're going to have the red carpet laid out for you. More than welcome, man. Anytime, anything to promote. This is your house, man. Use this as your sanctuary. You know, it's Flight Sports TV.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Let's talk about Malik. You got a high profile interview coming up. Who? Talk to the people.
Oh no, you said what's going on?
You got a high profile interview coming up this week, don't you?
Yeah, man. I got Malik Rose, bro. I've been working on this interview for a year, dog. Malik Rose is a hilarious dude, bro. Like, y'all don't like the interview, bro. So I heard that it's going down like 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, and and he's actually a VP of NBA operations. So I'm gonna ask the ball questions too. So I'm gonna work that in. So yeah, bro, it's going down like a plane crash, bro.
Good.
That's dope,
brother. Blessings, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We was up here talking about the conversation today about Lonzo Ball and my man Billy Donovan. We know all the coaches. We know all the coaches that happened with Lonzo, Luke Walton, Gentry. Van Gundy. He got fired in his first year. What's different about Billy Donovan that you think, in your opinion? Talk to the people who.
What's different about him than other coaches he had?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I see Billy Donovan as a more of an equal opportunist, and I said this. I forget on whose stream I was on a few weeks ago, but I played against University of Florida my senior year, and I remember when Joakim Noah was messing up, man. He was next man up, and he was unapologetic about it. And Joakim, if you know how that team was in 2007, when they won 2 national championships in a row, Joakim Noah was like the face of that team. I think we all can understand that. And when he was messed up against my small D1 team, he snatched his ass up and put in Maurice Spate. And he's the kind of guy, like, man, if you're going to give him full effort, he's going to put you out there. But it's next man up, man. So, but trust his guys, too. So I know he's a guy who, now, NBA-wise, he ain't necessarily lived up to the Florida bill. But from, anecdotal evidence, I think he's a guy who can appreciate Lonzo's skill set, and have him out there. Because, damn, who's the better option at point of who he has right now? So I'm thinking it's a good look so far. Y'all be on the streets harder than me. What's been the early prognostications going on?
Dante, what you think?
What do I think about
He said the early prognostication.
Yeah, like the first, like the early tea leaves y'all see.
Well, with everything that's been said so far about with what Lonzo said that they wanted him for him, and then with what DeMar said saying that he thinks Lonzo's gonna be unleashed this year. It seems like Billy's putting a lot of trust in Lonzo to do his thing. And we just got to hope that this is the best situation Lonzo's been in his whole career. It's his 5th year. So we just, it seems like everything's put into place for him. He's just got to do it now. That's just what it seems like.
I'm hoping so. And I'm a month. Go ahead, Ray.
I actually have a question for Hoop Jargon and Dante. Do you see Billy Donovan giving Lonzo 40+ minutes?
Oh, hell no. Nah. 40 minutes?
I'm just asking. It's curious because I'm not saying he's going to always hit him 40 minutes, but I could see him averaging a lot of minutes.
Oh, no. Nah. Okay, yeah. So, because obviously, blowouts and stuff, that's going to, take some of his minutes off. But right. I think he's going to average at least 34 minutes a game, at least. But then in, close games where, you need a point guard out there, he's definitely playing 40 minutes. And Lonzo's built for that. He's built for that.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll say, and this just goes back to what I've observed with my eyes about Big Donovan is he's loyal to his stars, but if you messing up, he will yank your ass. So I'm thinking, 40 minutes is a little bit absurd. That means basically you got the total control over shots, and I don't think that's the case with Lonzo just yet. So I think Dante is pretty much on point with that 35-minute threshold. I think that's about right.
All right.
I believe Lonzo's going to get as many minutes as needed to get the victory.
Right.
I hope so.
I really don't. Hoop, you know we respect you, Hoop. We respect your mind, right? Because you've been there, you've done it. You follow what I'm saying? But just the landscape of the Chicago Bulls, it's a little bit beyond basketball. You know, that city revenue, man.
Hey, but 35 minutes is 85% of the game, 90% of the game. You know what I mean? 35 minutes is about 90% of the game. So, that's
Billy got to get into the playoffs. Trust me, BD got to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, he's gonna be thirsty. He's gonna play. He's gonna dog the starters.
His job. This is his job.
Right. Definitely. 100%.
He's not going to play around. He's not going to play around. Yanking nobody out.
Shout out Pierre Goldstein. Appreciate you in the Cash App too the other day.
Hey, Dex. I'm sorry.
Yes. I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. It's a thing amongst high-level coaches. Is like you're gonna get fired your way. So we got to keep that in mind too, man. Get fired your way. So if it's in the cards, Lonzo into the ground, that's more of the Billy Donovan model. You know, cool. I'm with that.
There you go. There you go. That sounds more like that's his model.
Yeah.
He got to get into this playoffs, man.
He does run his point guards in the ground. You're right. That's his
and see, that's why you got to see the game. That's why you got to see the game behind the game. And this is when you play fantasy sports, you got to look at all that type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Not because I'm a Lonzo Ball fan. You gotta look. You gotta take all that into consideration, and you gotta factor that in and who you're gonna play each night. You feel me?
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you right now, Lonzo gonna play probably the most minutes he ever played, and that's what is that his rookie year?
Yeah,
he played the most minutes.
Yeah.
Hey,
you gotta get. Listen, man, we paid you 85
40 minutes for him.
Yeah, and that's the cheat code. Remember, LeVar said that's the cheat code for Lonzo. The cheat code for Lonzo is 40 minutes.
You know, from day one. That's fact. He said that from day one. So, you know, I know the world don't operate on LeVar's wishes. So, you know, I got to cut it too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that right. Yeah. He's very verbose. But what I'm saying is that if that's Lonzo Ball. Is that Lonzo Ball cheat code? If that's Lonzo Ball cheat code, and you have to know that during the negotiations, when you getting paid that much money, okay, they're not going to risk your health because you're an asset, right? That's what I'm saying. You're a commodity, you're an asset, so they're not going to just risk your health. But what they're going to do is ask them, what can? It's like any job. If your job, hoop jargon that you work at right now, the job you work at right now, okay. If they ask you, who can you work instead of 8 hours a day? Can you think you could put in 10? And you say yes. How much work? How much hours they expect you to do every day? Then I'm talking to who?
You cutting in and out on me, Dex. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I said who jargon. You know how it is. Okay, say for you working a job. Yeah, and you say I could do 10. Then what they gonna expect out of you?
Yeah, as long as they paying me, cool. I ain't gonna be on no dumb shit.
Hey, I'm out. Right. If at negotiation you said they said we're gonna pay you this much, but we want 8 hours. I mean, we want 10 hours out you, who? And you say, I can pull that 10 hours because you want that money, right?
Thanks.
So when you come to work, you got to be to work 10 hours.
Right.
So this is what probably a lot Lonzo said. Listen, man, I can get you 40 minutes a game. Oh, Lonzo, you give me 40 minutes a game? Are you that healthy? Yeah, I can get 40 minutes a game. I don't have no problem with it. Oh, okay. 85 4 years. Guess what? I don't know if Billy gonna play you 40 minutes, but we will be expecting it if necessary.
I hope so.
You feel me?
And panel,
I hope so, goddamn.
During the playoffs, he's for sure playing 40 minutes though. During the playoffs, my goodness, he's getting ran to the ground.
When I said that, I just want to let everybody know, even the chat, I wasn't trying to be absurd about it. I just asked that question just for the fact that I've seen Alvin Gentry, sit Lonzo out a whole fourth quarter. I see Steph Van Gundy sit Lonzo out for a whole fourth quarter. I seen Luke Walton sit Lonzo out for a whole fourth quarter. I feel like if you're gonna play the man, if you're gonna play his way, if he's playing, just let him play. If he ain't cramping and he ain't hurting, he got no issues. He balling, let him ball. Don't go out there, go hot, steaming, rolling, and sit him because you never played a player that long before. If everything's moving and the train is pushing, keep it pushing.
Right.
If Lonzo's like, yo, my legs feel a little stiff, I ain't drink no water, then okay, sit him down, let him stretch a little bit. If he's ready to run and gun, keep going.
It can't be no my legs are stiff. Ain't none of that shit. Nah, ain't none.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Unless he complains and there's some issue or something, like, oh yeah, I haven't drunk too much water or something. Unless if there's no complaints, he balling, he's steaming. Let that train pushing.
That's why he was on that Bosa ball, Ray. That's why he was on that Bosa ball for that ankle, for all those balances.
Thank you. There you go.
Right.
His toes, his ankles,
hoop jargon.
All those small.
I love you, Pierre. Hold it down.
Ankles. That's why he on that shit.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Hoop jargon and Athletic One knows what it is when if you don't feel like playing, everything on your body hurts. But when you feel like playing, I don't feel no pain. I'm good.
Bro, you're not healthy after the first practice. You're not 100% healthy. After the first practice, you're not 100% healthy.
Right.
So, period. That's fact.
Facts.
Gotta play.
I want to say something. What's up, Swaggy? What's up, Pierre? What's up? I forgot the other dude's name, man. Just letting y'all know, I don't know what was said. Just let you know, we Fight Sports TV. We here. We fuck with y'all, man. I don't know what type of politics going on, but we love everybody, man. Appreciate everybody. Come to the panel, man. Talk it up, man. We want to hear everybody's voices, man. Opinions, all right? We fuck with all of y'all. We love you.
Right. And that's the thing about Lonzo too. Like when they were sitting Lonzo those fourth quarters, like it's a lot different now. You know what I'm saying? Like when Lonzo's making $20+ million a year, even if he's playing bad, you got to play him.
Thank you.
That's just the way it is.
That's what I'm trying to hear because that's how it is. You feel me? It ain't because of my personal opinion. That's just how it is. You win with the people you pay.
But to me, his bad games got to be. To me, his bad games got to be 13, 14, 7, and 7.
That's what's good.
That has to be a bad game.
What's going on, Flight, man?
A triple single.
How you doing, man? Long time no speak.
Yeah, you go, A1.
I'm on his head, Dex.
He said no more triples.
You don't have faith. See, I got faith. Because I've seen this before.
I got faith. I'm just on his head right now.
Because Lonzo,
you know what I'm saying?
He didn't have that many single digits.
I done broke 2 remote controls over him, bro.
Hey, Pierre, man, you still snagging them baddies in that RV, man. Pierre.
See, you bring it in your trauma. That's what's wrong with A1. You bringing in your trauma and you projecting it on Lonzo. And I'm telling you, it's harvest time, brother. Lonzo finna feast on this league. I don't know why y'all don't see it. It's really evident. It's so clear. It's nothing circumstantial about it. Nothing circumstantial about it. It is clear-cut evidence. 1 + 1 = 2, even if you own Saturn. And I see it.
Hey Dex, man. You know what? I just want to say, I don't know if he's here or not. Much love to Rev. Rev will break your heart with the truth, man, and he'll give you the medicine that you need. And he got me doubting Lonzo like a motherfucker.
But that's for the weak and the weary. Listen. Hey, listen, Pierre.
Pierre, let him when you go over there, let them know on Flight Sports TV that we high on Lonzo. When you go on the panel, let them know.
Yeah, because they more
they're
LaMelo.
pretty low on him, man. Here's the thing about Rev. They're mad that Lonzo didn't go to the Hornets. They're mad that he didn't go to the Hornets. So that's why, they're a lot more low on him.
Is that why he's touching?
Yeah, he said Lonzo's less of a man because he didn't go to the Hornets. So, it is what it is. But
you can listen. Let me explain something to you, Pierre, real quick.
Please do.
One thing about media, right? One thing about media. Mm-hmm. Media is about visualization. Is that correct?
True.
It's about visualization and the pronunciation of what you're seeing given by the narrator.
Yeah.
But if you can be able to see the forest between the trees, you don't need no narration because you know basically where you at. So if I don't watch Lonzo Ball, his ups and his downs, I can see it for myself what the man is about, what the young kid is about. You understand what I'm saying? I don't really need no narration. I don't need a breakdown because I done broke it down already. Because all the money I paid to watch Lonzo play in person as well as on TV, because I done seen him play in person plenty of time, him and LeBron. You follow what I'm saying? I see what goes on when the commercial break is on. You understand what I'm saying? I see what goes on the court where the camera angle is not showing you on the court. The camera angle is only going to show you what the camera angle show you. But when you're there watching it yourself, you see the whole gamut. You see the panoramic view. And I know what I've seen with him. This is why I have so much confidence in him. I'm not low on Lonzo. Even when Lonzo was low, I was not. I might have been upset at him a few times because he didn't show the meanness that I think he should show to take him over those impediments. You understand? Like A1 said, he broke his remote control because he feel like, ugh! You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why.
And I had those moments, but I didn't let those moments overtake me.
So did I.
Okay,
I didn't let it overtake me. Listen, I'm paying $500-$600. Listen, what I'm saying, Dante. Listen, I'm no better than you.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm smarter than you. I'm not saying that my vision is better than your vision. I'm not saying that my analysis is better than your analysis. I'm just telling you what I've seen and what I paid my money to see.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And I done paid more than once $500 for a seat for me and my girl to watch this yellow ass pimple faced nigga play ball.
But see, this is the major
times I was on my Instagram, you will see, Pierre. If you go, I got a shot of a person want to pay me $1,000 for that picture. I got a shot with LeBron James shooting a free throw and the ball's in the air and Lonzo sitting there waiting. They was playing Denver that day. They beat Denver.
Yeah.
And Lonzo went nuts on Jamal Murray.
There is most definitely a lot of
he
love.
Went nuts on him. And I saw it live. So I know what this kid can do.
There's a lot of love in this room.
But it's real love.
And I agree with you. But
remember, it's real love.
Listen,
same for LaMelo. Same for
I got a bunt for hold on, man. It's Flight Sports TV. Hold on, my man. I got the altar ready. That's the bunt right now. I got the altar ready for you because in a couple of weeks, y'all all gonna be able to pay homage every night. We could start. I don't want to hear nothing about the preseason. We could start in Detroit, in New Orleans. In New York, I'm just gonna be a fan. You understand? But y'all gonna be the altar will be here for when y'all hear it when it's time to pay homage. Just make sure y'all walk down the aisle when it's time because the altar will be here. With Flight Sports TV, because some of y'all might not know about the altar.
Hey, yo, Flight, remember.
Y'all don't know about the altar.
Yeah, we gotta pay homage.
My bad.
But Flight, remember how they was racking on LaMelo Ball? They was showing everything about LaMelo Ball that was wrong with basketball.
Right. And
they had a whole lot of casuals believing LaMelo Ball would never mount up to nothing. They even had superstar comedians coming on the ESPY Awards talking about LaMelo Ball, that he's going to be a virtual underachiever.
Oh my! I remember that shit.
You understand what I'm saying?
Though, Dex.
Because let me finish it out. Let me finish it out for the chat. Because the reason why people was feeling that way is because people was breaking down LaMelo Ball's game the wrong way and having you thinking the wrong way. I'll pass.
Right. Hoop jargon back. That's a hell of a discussion, but
to the store real quick,
you have to run to the store. Hoop jargon, moving and grooving. Damn, it's tough around here to be hoop jargon.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
I'm about to stay on this grill real quick.
You said the grill. Are you cooking?
Oh yeah. I'm from the South, man. That's what we do all day, man. Get on that grill, bro.
Nah, I know about the grill. That's how I learned how to grill. Shit, coming down south.
Oh, boy, you tripping.
Yeah,
I live in Cali, man.
Fine.
Hey, you can't get no good barbecue out here, bro. You gotta do it yourself out here.
Oh,
Thank you. Ever since I moved
You
here,
tripping?
I've been
Yeah.
introduced to grease,
You better
butter
go
grease.
to the right spot to try this. It's a gang barbecue up there.
All the soul food restaurants in California are run by
Everybody out there
Asians.
from down south. All the
I'll tell
grandparents
you
and
who.
parents from down south. So it's some good
Let me tell
barbecue
you
out
something,
there.
bro. I was born in Cali,
Man.
bro. It was always
Yeah.
something to do. I'll tell you, there was always something to do in Cali. If you wasn't rock climbing, you was mountain. You was doing something. If you wasn't, you was swimming. You was doing something in Cali. It's always something to do in Cali.
Barbecue.
As soon as I moved to Georgia, boy, it ain't nothing but a strip club. Sit down and eat some good butter for grease. Gravy. Let me tell you
Sounds
something.
like a beautiful life.
Fried chicken, fried this. Stop playing.
Rev.
Hey,
Ray,
you
what is your managed ass doing at a strip club? You manage as hell.
Hold on. Because people keep getting this age thing with me a little wrong. I'm 23. I'm young.
Oh, you 23? I thought you was 20.
Nah, I'm legal
okay,
to drink.
you 23.
I'm actually legal to drink.
Hey.
Listen. I may sound young on a mic thing.
I thought you was 20.
If you saw me in real life, you realize, nah, he's 20, 21. I'm 23 though. I'm 23.
Oh, okay.
People be getting my age confused.
Hey, when I was 23, I was the king of pulling strippers, bro. And I wasn't tipping them either. Now I'm a little older now. I can't get away with that shit no more. But nigga, when I was 23, boy, I was easy work. Easy work.
Yeah, so back to basically what I was saying is that
Ray live his best life.
Yeah, back to what I was saying, Hoop. I don't know if you heard this, Hoop, but when you break something down from video footage, if you didn't film it yourself, then it could be kind of misinterpreted all the way through. You follow what I'm saying? Because you're only going off the angles and the cameras that are afforded you.
Dex,
but if you video, go ahead.
Yeah, when you break down film, you got to start from the first play to the last play. All right, and everything in between. All right, so that's why when you break down film before practice, you do it as a team. So on Monday morning, the first thing before you even do anything, you look at film as a team. Then you break up into individual positions. Then you look at it again from an individual position with your coach. So that's how you break down film. So
okay, let me ask you a question, Ron. Who's filming it? Who's filming it?
You can notice the bad shit. No, that's
okay. Hold on, who's filming it?
No, the eye in the sky don't lie. So it shows every angle of the whole game, not just one.
You talking about of your opponent or your own team?
The whole team, the whole game, and then you have breakdowns of different angles and different defenses. Like the film sessions are fucking crazy, man. So it's not just.
But you know that you get a different film than we see on TV. You know that, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
way
all right.
different.
But you gotta let the chat know that. See, I know that already. See, I know that.
Hoop jargon,
I'm saying? I know that. See, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I know the teams get different films. This is why Belichick used to get in trouble, because he tried to get a little more extra footage than he's supposed to. You understand what I'm saying?
He's trying to get different angles.
So you brothers in the chat, they get different films, right? They get different film footage than you see on TV. Like if you recorded the game on TV, the player, I mean, you don't see the same thing. Did my mic go out?
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
Repeat that.
Did you hear me?
Repeat that again.
Now we hear you.
Damn. Yeah, I was saying that how you and Hoop Jargon agreed that you guys film footage study is different from what we see on TV. Like, say for instance, if I recorded the whole game on TV, that what I get, and if I want to take it to my YouTube channel and break it down, that's not what you guys get. You guys get a whole different film footage and from different angles, because you guys breaking it down from a professional level, from competitive standpoint, not just for viewership.
Right.
So I just wanted the chat to know that.
Yeah, and it don't have to be like a necessarily the best angle. It's just as long as it's like from a standpoint where you can see the whole half of the court, preferably the full court. As long as you can see all that, you can see the motions and you can see the actions. But if it's like what they call the broadcast view, where it's just mostly the guy with the ball, and you can see a little bit of the panoramic from that point.
The eye in the sky, like you said, the eye in the sky.
Yeah, the eye in the sky is the best way to kind of see the full scope of what's going on.
The whole thing. Thank you. Right. Okay. I just wanted to make that clear for the chat. When you go to a game, like especially a football game, the best seat is the 50-yard line, right?
Oh yeah.
Because you get your peripheral. Your peripheral is intact.
And it's not close. It's
and
up
in the
high.
basket,
So your 50-yard line,
right?
Up a little
exactly.
high where you can see the whole field. Yeah.
And that's why it costs so much money to get a ticket for the 50-yard line.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing in basketball. Even though you got the floor seats, that's VIP and all that type of stuff. But the best seat, the floor seat is really not the best seat. The best seat is a little bit above the floor seat, right in the middle of the court.
Half court. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
You can see the whole field. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, really, the 400 section or the 500, wherever you at, the cheapest.
Yeah, the 500 section.
The best view if you evaluate.
Yeah.
Not being entertained.
Right, if you evaluate. Exactly.
Well, that's why scouts sit up high, right? They don't sit low.
Right. That's why scouts sit up high.
Offensive coordinators in that box, way up there at the top.
Exactly.
Facts.
So Pierre, you understand my point there?
Well, I mean, I wanted to give you a different perspective, and I'm going back to when we were talking about Lonzo, and I, like I said, you sit there and you think of the guy's career, and it started off a little junky. People got into his head. He changed his jump shot. He changed his game a little bit, and then he started filling in, becoming more of a role player instead of like the point guard that we love to see with Lonzo. And the icing on the cake is this. The man's in Chicago. Everybody in Chicago is welcoming him. Like they really want to play with him. We all want to see him play in Chicago, right? But that ain't his team. LaMelo, the Hornets is his team. Okay, he got his brother.
Circumstances.
He got his brother and he got his brother to get some reps. You know what I mean? That was able to get him in the summer league, get him that Exhibit 10. Did Lonzo do that?
No, bro.
Yes. Whoa, back up.
Wait a second. I'm going to answer that. I want to answer that, man.
Somebody get that.
Hold on, bro. I got you right here. This guy Jello wasn't even in the shape that he's in right now. Let me tell you something. Lonzo had his ass shooting damn near in the training facility with the Lakers. You ain't gonna tell me he didn't give Jello a shot.
No, not training facility. It gave him a workout.
Well, yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, he was in the fucking workout. Hold on. Wait a second. Also, like I said, look at the shape that Jello's in right now. Look at that picture. Compare the pictures. That dude was fat. He was out of shape. He was not in the shape he's in right now. Jello is in the best shape of his life right now.
Bad ankle.
Yeah.
Thank you. So don't sit up here like he ain't get a shot. He didn't punch the fucking ticket. And then Lonzo, let me tell you something right now. If LaMelo was in Los Angeles and LeBron came the following year, LeBron would have been the fucking point guard, and then his ass would have been on the next thing smoking for Anthony Davis. He would have been the centerpiece of the deal. You could book that. It's Flight Sports TV.
I'll give you
and
that,
not only that, he got Pierre. He got two shots because he got Golden State, right? He got a shot with Golden State, and I think he had a undisclosed workout with the Suns, if I'm not mistaken, down in Florida when he was at the IMG Academy. And the Suns promised him they was going to draft him. Remember that. On Ball in the Family, he thought he was going to the Suns in that draft. And on the very last pick, the Suns didn't draft him.
But the thing that I'm saying is this, is that LaMelo's got a certain level of respect by the players. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it didn't take him no time to do it. And it was the things that I would have liked to see Lonzo do.
Right, listen,
as far as when they're trying to change LaMelo's game, he said, "Nah, man, my game is cool." You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sticking.
They tried.
I'm wishing Lonzo would have pushed back a little bit at times when it was necessary.
You really couldn't at that situation with Lonzo.
You can't when you're the head.
Remember,
snake, man, you can't.
Thank you. There you go.
Head guy,
and we're not just saying that because of Lonzo. If it was reversed, it would have been the same way. If you're trying to forge a way for your brothers, because the plan was Lonzo, Jello, LaMelo, right? Lonzo opened the door. Jello keeps it open, and then LaMelo comes in and knock the whole walls down. That was the plan. That came out the big baller's mouth. You follow what I'm saying? So since that plan didn't work and Jello did what he did, now that a whole lot of things changed. Now Lonzo really got to be extra careful because Jello can't really get in on his own merit now. You understand what I'm saying? Because now he's basically trying to be borderline blackball. So now the whole program shifts.
Can I add something?
They taking them overseas. Just real quick. So they taking them overseas. So Lonzo's here in the States by himself. What pushback he gonna get?
Yeah, let's
he gotta stay the course.
Let's be quite real around here, man. It's Flight Sports, man. LaMelo has had a better start to his career than Lonzo. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like Stevie Wonder could see. He's gotten off to the tracks a little bit better than Lonzo. The transition is better, but I will say the circumstances were different, and LaMelo was more nurtured in Charlotte. He came off the bench. You understand? He was able to develop. Obviously, I feel LaMelo would have did well if he would have just got thrown into the fire. But Lonzo was the man on draft night. They had D'Angelo Russell on the next thing smoking. Really, they should have had D'Lo in there and had Lonzo pretty much playing behind D'Lo for at least to the trade deadline. And I think we would have seen something different. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and like cap for him. Listen, it was injury riddled as well. Those 2 seasons was injury riddled. We got to put that into consideration.
Okay,
but
here we go.
I'm with you though. You got some great points. We both got some points. You know, I'm just saying.
LaMelo Ball is living out what the big baller predicted for him to do. This is what he predicted. LaMelo Ball would take the NBA by storm. He's a flashy guy. He's more Hollywood than all of his other sons. He can absorb the limelight. He loves the limelight. He welcomes it, and he's more flamboyant than both of the 2 brothers. LeBron already said that. That's not really much to discuss. What LaMelo's doing is not by surprise. If you really believe the big baller. Now, if you don't believe the big baller, then yes, you're gonna be surprised. Or if you doubted the big baller, yes, you're gonna be surprised. But me, I didn't doubt him. Now, let's go back. Okay. Now we're finna get into the crust of this. Now, I shared some of this on other live streams, but I don't know how many of you brothers heard it, or how many brothers believe it, or how many of you brothers repeated it, because it seemed like a lot of stuff that I say, I'm giving you some good shit, but it goes in one ear and out the other ear, and then I hear you somewhere else, then y'all talking like you never heard what I said.
Talk to
okay. Chronologically speaking, Lonzo Ball at UCLA. Lonzo Ball putting UCLA back on the map. We're not even talking about his high school stuff, because his high school stuff is already legendary. It's already receipts for that. We're talking about UCLA now, a struggling franchise, a struggling blue chip program. Lonzo get to UCLA, brings them back on the map. He loses in the Sweet 16, okay? But there was so much hype for Lonzo that he's the runner-up for College Player of the Year, right? So much hype for Lonzo. Now you got another conundrum that's brewing up on a team. Remember, I talked about Chicago Bull earlier. Now you got this conundrum brewing up on a team that's supposed to be so financially acute, but it's shown to be financially inept by the people that's running the team.
Then I want to add something. It's going to be interesting to see LaMelo Ball this season because he was covered and coddled by the Hornets, you know, and I'm a big supporter. I'm a fan of LaMelo, but, you know, you got the one-on-one, you got your new sneakers coming out. Don't be surprised if the defensive pressure just kicks up about 3-4 notches, you know, some doubles, some triples, some traps. You know, you out in the East. There's some cerebral coaching out there. It's going to be interesting to see. You know, but I believe he's going to. But I'm just saying, be on the lookout. It's Flight Sports. You heard it here first.
So this conundrum that's brewing for this basketball team, and you got this young man that has the city by storm. You got this young man that got the city by storm, and you got a basketball legend that everybody loves. Basically, he has been the unofficial ambassador to the NBA for the last 15 years. You got a man that's blowing a lot of hot air about his boys. The Lakers needed a superstar. The Lakers needed somebody to come there and galvanize the fans. You just had a debacle after Kobe got hurt, and you got these Nick Youngs and D'Angelo Russell going back and forth, just ripping the franchise apart. This ain't never happened in Lakerland. This is some new type of garbage that's going on now. You got the family fighting over the ownership of the team. Everybody's backing away, basically. I'm talking about the money players. They backing away, trying to see how this is going to unfold, because you have a war within the Bus family, and you got a war in the locker room.
It started with Pops died.
You understand what I'm getting? Where I'm coming at?
Yeah, when Pops
you got
died,
a man that's been loyal to the Lakers. Magic Johnson has always been loyal to the Lakers. Tim Harris. See, this is a name you guys not familiar with. Tim Harris, the business mogul in the Lakers, has been loyal to the Lakers. They looking for who's next. Nobody wants to come. Paul George don't want to come. Kawhi Leonard don't want to come. Russell Westbrook don't want to come. They got a kid coming out the draft that everybody's love. Could he be the next one? Okay, he's the next one. I'm putting my name on it. Magic Johnson. Tim Harris rubbing his hands like Birdman, because if this young kid, if we draft this young kid with all this fanfare coming into the Lakers, we're going to be up again. We're going to get sponsorships and all kind of stuff coming back to the Lakers. And we got a new TV deal on the horizon. Did you guys know that? Did you know that new TV deal came when Lonzo got drafted? Because when Kobe retired, because the TV deal matched up to Kobe's retirement. When Kobe retired, that TV deal expired. Who's going to give Lakers all this big money if they ain't got nobody to watch them?
Oh, and he got that. And Lonzo got
That's like if Kyrie Irving signed with the Hornets right now. They didn't deal. Lonzo and LaMelo's upbringing in the league went in two different situations. It's the equivalent of a Kyrie Irving or somebody of that magnitude. What if Curry just signed with the Warriors right now?
And now let me bring in this dynamic. See, I ain't bringing the other dynamic. Okay, you got the Lakers needing somebody to take to deflect all of the ineptness that's going on in the Lakers. They need somebody to cover that, and no superstars coming there right now because they don't want to deal with that ineptness. So they're bringing this kid who's already galvanized the youth. You understand what I'm saying? He galvanized the youth and the older heads.
Hey, Deck, and let's not forget, the Lakers was getting turned down by Greg Monroe. Like, that's how bad.
That's what I'm trying to explain to Hoop Jargon. Yeah, that's how bad it was. They have to sign these astronomical contracts with role players.
Luau Dang.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Mom Golf.
Yeah.
Even Nick Young got a little bit of that money.
Yeah.
You feel me? The whole team's in turmoil. This is what I'm trying to explain to you about Lonzo Ball, his importance to the NBA. Yep. When he came to the Lakers. I'm not talking about Summer League, because Summer League was part of that galvanizing coming out of college. But when he came to the Lakers, he came face to face to a son of a legend.
And this face to face son of a legend. Dex, let me add this for full context, because you cooking right now. Let's think about the draft picks. Julius Randle broke his foot first game. Didn't use it. B.I. came on slow.
Yes, I was going to get to all that. Yes.
So we got to understand that we was getting top draft picks that we couldn't even use like that. D-Lo supposed to think the game two steps ahead. He couldn't. So Zoe was supposed to fix us from these draft woes as well. So I want to add on as you cooking, bro.
Thank you. Come on, Hoop. Keep it real now. We ain't going to let nobody deceive you about this here. Because I know what happened.
If people don't want to
talk about it, they don't let nobody deceive you about this. They keep saying, these excuses. It's bigger than basketball.
Right.
It's bigger than basketball. I'm trying to explain that to you.
But that's
why I'm like, all this that we share with you, you guys act like y'all don't hear it. With new media, Flight Sports TV, you guys act like you don't hear it. So we got to keep saying it over and over until it inculcates in your brain. Stop with this old media narrative crap.
They don't want to hold on. They hear it, but they don't want to accept it, and they want to.
However it be, it's not moving them in the right direction.
truth.
So now let me get to this now, because the chat is cooking.
Respect, it's their truth. Everybody has an opinion. If that's their truth, that's their truth. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to pay homage.
So the chat is cooking, right? So now Lonzo Ball gets drafted. Magic Johnson parading his name. His daddy's out here blowing that air about his sons. You know what I'm saying? And so it's shaking up the league a little bit. And so everybody's anticipating his arrival. He come face to face with a son of a legend, Luke Walton, a.k.a. Fruit Walton. He's a son of a legend. His daddy is very admired in the NBA. Luke Walton,
the second greatest college player ever.
Thank you. Luke Walton, let me tell you, Luke Walton has clout down there in Manhattan Beach, man. He's not no pushover. He's a tall, white guy who is handsome, and he is steadily built. So that's the face that Tim Harris wants for the Lakers. Remember, I told you that name Tim Harris was the face of the franchise. Listen to me. Luke Walton was the face of the franchise. Julius Randle can take that from him. D'Angelo Russell can take that from him. Brandon Ingram cannot take that from him. There's only one person that was coming that can take that away from him, who Magic Johnson already said, this is the franchise. So now there's a conflict with coach and player. Hey, man, I'm a son of a legend. I'm the new star in the NBA.
You're backing out, Dex. You're zooming out.
Yeah, we have some technical difficulties. Hoop Jordan, you still there? You made it back home?
You hear me? Oh yeah. I'm listening, bro. Y'all cooking, man.
Can anybody hear me?
Let Dex cook, man. Dex.
Yeah, you good. Go ahead, Dex.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Yeah, nah.
Can you hear me? Mic check.
You good?
Okay, mic check. So now they come face to face with conflict because Luke Walton thinks he's the face of the Lakers. He's a player. He's a champion. You follow what I'm saying? He won a ring with Golden State as assistant coach. I'm the nice face of the NBA, and I happen to be a Laker. And Tim Harris is backing me, the money man, who gets the sponsorship, because we're going to use Luke Walton to secure this new TV deal. We got the hottest thing in the league right now in coaching. That's what they thought. They were sold a bill of goods. So now Lonzo coming in. Magic already designated him as the face of the team, as the president of the Lakers, and it's a conflict with him and Luke Walton. Is you really gonna be this? Not over my dead body. This is how Luke Walton is thinking. Not over my dead body. I don't care what Magic say, because you guess what? I got power within the Lakers too, because I'm a champion. I played with Kobe and Shaq. My father is a legend, and Tim Harris got my back. Tim Harris and Magic Johnson was colliding, dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Magic never wanted Byron Scott fired. Magic never even wanted Brown fired. Brown had the Lakers in the #1 seed. Think about that. Do y'all remember that? And he ended up still getting fired after a rocky start. After 0-6 start? They fired him that fast.
Go ahead, keep going.
And hired D'Antoni. So this is Tim Harris doing. Because Tim Harris said he's not good for marketing. We can't market that. When Luke Walton came, they feel they can market that face. They can market his persona. Magic said, no, Lonzo. We're going to market Lonzo. And Luke Walton never put no butts in the seats. You know that. I was going to the games. He ain't put no butts in the seats. But guess what Lonzo did? So now Magic can pump his chest. Look, Magic can pump his chest now. I told you, my man's gonna get this done, Jeannie. You over here listening to Tim with this Luke Walton stuff. Let me, since I drafted my man and he's putting butts in the seats and everybody's shouting Lonzo and Kuz. These are the people I drafted. Kuz, Alex Caruso. You follow what I'm saying? These are my boys I drafted. Zubac. You used to hear those names in the Lakers when they was playing. These are the players I drafted. So guess what? I got more clout now. Jeannie's like, hold on, Magic. You really ain't got the clout that you say. You understand what I'm saying? LeVar saw that. Because LeVar was like, hey, man, if you the man, you need to make these moves with my other son. He couldn't make that happen the way it's supposed to happen. You understand what I'm saying? It was like a dummy tryout. It had nothing to do with Lonzo, basically.
Are you still
Had nothing to do with Lonzo. Because Lonzo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Lonzo. Because Lonzo was beefing with the coach already. Magic wanted to get rid of this coach. But Magic can't. Why he can't get rid of the coach? It wasn't because of no Rob Pelinka. Magic couldn't get rid of Tim. I mean, Magic can get rid of Luke Walton because Tim Harris had his back, and Tim Harris generates millions of dollars to the Lakers.
And Jeannie Buss.
No, listen. Jeannie Buss is with Magic, okay? She's not with no Luke Walton. Jeannie Buss is with Magic, but Tim Harris, you keep forgetting. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta listen. Tim Harris is a key player, man.
Yeah,
he's bringing. I'd say since Tim Harris been to the Lakers, he probably bought the Lakers at least $2-3 billion worth of advertising.
You're right. Yeah, go ahead.
That ain't nothing. You can't push that out the window.
You're right. Keep going.
So Magic got his clout because he drafted well, and the fans are cheering for the players that he drafted. But one of the players that he drafted came with a lot of clout, and that's Lonzo Ball. Now that's conflicting with Luke Walton clout. So you got two fractions within the Lakers that's fighting. So when they put that on, when old media talks about the Lakers, the infighting with the Lakers, and Jeannie, do she really got control and all that type of stuff? That's what they was talking about. They're not going to just trash the Lakers because they're a valuable entity in the NBA. So they're not just going to trash them straight up, but they letting them know, hey, man, this stuff is getting out a little too far. Get it under control. To where the Adam Silver had to step in. Who remembers that? Who remembers when Laker fans was out there protesting for Jeannie Buss to sell a team? Because you want to go out and party. You want to go out and have these old hippie stuff going on. You understand what I'm saying? You fraternizing too much with the players.
Get them, Dex.
Are you really controlling this team?
Get them, Dex.
And Magic sitting in the background with his hands folded, like, if you lose this team, Jeannie, you know I'm here to buy it. So when the power move went down, now hear me out, brothers. I'm giving y'all some good shit. Because you'll see this later on in life in 30-30, you're going to say, this, they talk about that. So when the power move went down, LeBron backed the fuck up. Nah, I just play basketball. I'm here to play basketball, man. LeBron, so you're not gonna back this? You're not gonna stand up for Ty Lue? We're not gonna get Luke out of here? You ain't gonna go tell Jeannie I don't want to play for Luke? That's all it takes. I don't want that. I don't want my name on that. I'm cool. Magic, just do what you do. I'm with it. But I'm not gonna do all that. Oh, okay. All right. So now you're gonna make me look like the bad guy. All right. I'm done. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. You feel me now? So don't sit there and talk about what Lonzo did, man. Lonzo was fighting against a mountain. And once Magic left, see, this is how you know what I'm saying is right. Once Magic left, everybody's like, wait a minute, how Magic leave the Lakers? That's a disruption right there. What's going on with Lakerland? Magic just got up and left? That ain't how Magic do business. Magic is a damn near billionaire. Well, he probably was a billionaire at the time. A billionaire with multiple business. And he owns the Dodgers, part of the Dodgers. So why he just get up and left? That ain't how people do business. And he left his superstar hanging, LeBron James. Didn't even tell him he was leaving. It's more than meets the eye.
Sure.
So you riding with that, LB? I done came to your house at 12:01 midnight, and we chopped it up. We already knew what the game plan was. Now you backing out because you finna do Space Jam and you don't want no schmut on your name before this movie come out? You don't want no bad pipe. I feel you.
You fading out, Nick. Fading out.
It ain't about Lonzo. It wasn't about Lonzo. Lonzo was a scapegoat for a lot of this madness that was going on with the Lakers.
Yep. And listen, and even with all of that, Lonzo was still dealing with things that was off the court. Alan Foster, his moms, him getting sued. They trying to sue the BBB. A lot of people has opinions on what he's doing. People spamming
But
on
see,
his
but
IG
that right
Twitters.
there, but Ray,
Twitters. Oh, he's rapping. He's
but
all,
that
I'm
right
just
there,
saying,
you still hold on one second. You still should be able to. You don't bring your problems to work, but you can bring your work.
I'm just saying what he's facing though. I know.
I mean, you don't bring your problems to work. You follow what I'm saying?
No, right.
So
I'm just saying
you got to be able to overcome that. So that's why I don't talk about that situation. I'm talking about what happened within the organization where he worked at, his workplace.
But I'm throwing that in there because a lot of people want to overlook that though. Yes, you don't bring that to your workspace. You're still supposed to go out there.
I understand business is business. I got that, but if I'm paying you to play, I'm paying you to play.
That. You're supposed to go out there and perform. I got that.
So when you come to work, you come to work to do your job.
Right.
If you can't do your job, then you're gonna get fired. You don't come to work, you're gonna get fired if you don't do your job. So whatever happens off the court, a lot of players have problems off the court.
No, but I'm just saying.
Go ahead, Greg.
I was just saying it's a lot of adversity though.
But a lot of players have stuff off the court though, man.
I still gotta listen. I still gotta show up at 7:30 and go to my job just because I got an argument.
I can't let that ride.
But what I'm saying is
Kareem lost everything at one time, but that didn't stop him from winning a championship, including his house get burned down.
I get it, Dex. I totally
$10 million mansion.
I'm just saying people want to overlook the adversity and call it excuses. That's
what I'm saying. Like Dex, you cooked. Like
they want to overlook it and call it
gave
excuses.
us a good.
You
gave us a good plate with all 5 courses on there. But you know what people gonna do? They're gonna go right to the trash and throw it away and say it's trash. Right? It's excuses. All that shit. I don't want to hear all that shit.
Because they don't have that. That's not. They have a misunderstanding.
It goes through one ear right out the other because they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying like, we know all that. That's why I throw my remote because I know all these situations is fucked up. You know what I mean? And you see it leaking onto the fucking field. You know what I mean? But
that's why LeVar said that. Man, I'm glad Lonzo going. That stuff. Right. Burned to the ground. See, because he knew what was going on in there. He knew it was an internal war. So Anthony Davis, that trade with Anthony Davis, Lonzo had to be the center point of that trade. Once again, here go Lonzo saving the day. Even though he's not with the Lakers, he saved the day. Because if he was so much trash, why was they so bent on getting Lonzo, making him a part of that trade when they already have a point guard with Drew Holiday? And he's an all-star point guard.
But that's where I'm confused right there because they did that. Why? Why did they do that? David Griffin didn't have no plans for him. So why they didn't make him the centerpiece? That was weird to me.
They said the trade will not go down until you make sure that Alonzo is a part of this trade deal. It won't go down. So LaMelo, you best believe he would have been a part of that trade deal. Especially at the time when they was win now or go home. LeBron was in the Lakers. We gotta win. And they said no.
But you see why the impetus was on getting Anthony Davis. You understand where I'm coming from now? That's why they were so bent on getting Anthony Davis because that was going to right a wrong. That's why Magic said you can have a whole team except LeBron.
And let me tell you something, bro. I've listened to haters speak all about it. Everything that you spit, the facts out there, Dex, they have never spit that out because they won't speak of it. Because they're trying to hide that truth. They're trying to hide those parts. Because that part shows the real truth. They can speak on the things of
But this is why, but Ray, this is why I disagree. Hold on. Ray, this is why I disagree when people were saying that, oh, Luke Walton was doing that to Lonzo because he hated his dad. No, Luke Walton wasn't doing nothing to Lonzo because he hated his dad. Luke Walton was doing that to Lonzo because Lonzo was interfering with his bread. You know how many commercials Luke Walton lost because of Lonzo Ball?
Yes, sir.
Think about that.
Yes, oh, yeah.
You know how many business deals, handshake deals he lost because of Lonzo Ball?
I would go out there and say both. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because
it wasn't his dad. Anybody's dad can blow hot air. The fans love Lonzo.
Yep,
trust me. They loved that dude, man.
Hey Dex, I appreciate the.
And when LeBron came, they were skeptical of LeBron. They weren't skeptical when they drafted Lonzo.
Hey, go ahead, Pierre.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, Pierre. Go ahead.
It's all good. Hey, Dex, I really appreciate the depth and the background. I'm aware of all those things that you've talked about, and like I said, I completely agree with you. But my thing, like I said, I'm just basketball, right? I would have loved. I think honestly, the course of Lakers history would have changed if Lonzo would have hit that court balling his ass off.
Wow.
I mean, to me, okay, if you're a good ball player, you can play on any goddamn team. You know what I mean? If you're that good. And I mean, you could have put Melo on the Warriors. Warriors could have drafted him. And I think me as a Warriors fan would have loved it. You know what I mean? And he would have made it work. Melo is a guy that's going to make it work. I would have liked to see Lonzo. And I mean, I know that there's that immense pressure. I know that the Ball family had a plan, but I would have really loved to see him just have that awesome rookie season, tear it up, and really be able to get some pull on that Lakers team. But he didn't do that. That's
he was on his way.
Line. I understand all the great.
Pierre.
He was on his way, Pierre.
Pierre.
But he
I
did
can prove it.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Okay, hold up, Pierre. Hold up. For starters, I totally respect everything that you said. And whoever else that feels this way that wants to come on the panel, you can go ahead and speak facts, and we can all chop it up. Because
I don't know. When the season starts, the altar will be in waiting.
This is how you knew Lonzo. Hold on. No. This Pierre said some real shit right here.
Let me say this.
Right.
I don't want to put the narrative.
It ain't funny. This is not funny.
Hold on. I don't put the narrative that we are jumping Pierre. If you want to speak your facts, go ahead and speak your facts, bro, and your opinions. All I'm saying is this, because a lot of people said that too, and I would love you saying he's never done that. And they always say it. On that very second game, did he not ball out and play like hit the ground running?
There you go.
No, I agree.
Now you're bringing it home.
Hey, hold on. When he hit that ground running, what did Luke Walton do? Was it because Lonzo ain't doing his thing? He ain't hitting the ground running. He didn't do what LaMelo did. He went out there with fire and intensity and scoring the ball. Lonzo literally went out there the second game, said, you know what? I don't know what happened the first game. Maybe I showed that I wasn't good enough. Luan keeps subbing me out. Maybe I got to go out there and just go out with fire. He had an outstanding game, 27 points.
One rebound away from having a triple-double in the second game as a 19-year-old.
27 points, one triple-double.
They stopped him.
Right. And guess what Luan still did? Subbed him out. Made him act like he's doing something wrong. Lonzo's like, yo, am I doing something wrong? Why am I keep getting subbed out? Lonzo said, okay, fine. I'll sit here on the bench. No problem. And this is what LaMelo does, right? Everybody wants to say, compare LaMelo and Lonzo. Okay, cool. LaMelo will sit on the bench and go out there and fire again, right? Lonzo sits on the bench, no problem. Goes out there with fire. Hit some more threes back-to-back. Full speed layups, finishing at the rim. Guess what Luan did again? Subbed him out again. And he kept doing it all along. And he still dropped, like what FX just said, one rebound from a triple-double, and he got like 27 points that game. So, like I said, yes, they got to his head, but I hate when people say that. Lonzo had pure fire coming into the league. Pure fire. They was trying to destroy him since day one. And they've been doing it still to this day, trying to force his way. They thought he was going to fail in that 3D role.
Rave. So that's why it's always you learn, right? You learn from what happened to the people in front of you, right? So everybody benefited from all the – Lonzo made mistakes. He could have played better. I'm not going to give him that excuse. He could have played better. He could have came out and regardless of – see, the thing is they want to – regardless of what all those situations he went through and shit thrown in front of him, he should have still averaged 18, 9, and 9 as a rookie, right?
Exactly.
Some out of space shit
But he's not a scorer.
Average 18, 9, and 9.
He's not a scorer. He's not a scorer. That's not what he do.
LaMelo didn't average 18, 9, and 9.
Superhuman. Everybody's not superhuman.
Oh Lord.
But everybody else.
But LaMelo didn't average 18, 9,
bro. What I'm saying is,
no. Y'all come. Listen. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, panel. Hold on 1 second. You guys coming at A1 wrong. Yes, A1. Okay, that's your projection of Lonzo. But Lonzo is not a scorer. But LaMelo sit there and said that he's a scorer because remember Jermaine Jackson was trying to paint LaMelo as a pass first point guard during an interview, and LaMelo came in and interrupted that interview and said, Nah, Jermaine, I'm a shooter. I shoot. I ain't no passport. Don't tell him that because he don't want that moniker on him coming into the league because he know what it did to Lonzo. And LaMelo had a conversation with Lonzo. LaMelo had that conversation with Lonzo when Lonzo came to play LeBron James for the first time in Cleveland, and Melo was at Spire, and Lonzo invited Melo down to come to the game, and Melo clowned him.
No,
said, damn, man, you only took 2 shots.
That's the narrative they wanted him to have. All that shit he had on his plate, all that shit, being the head, being the first, going through all that stuff, they still wanted him to average 18.99 as a rookie.
But keep in mind, But keep in mind,
it would have been impossible
keep in mind,
to do. Right? But
I know, but A1, keep in mind, A1, LaMelo said face to face to Lonzo, man, you invited me down and you only took 2 shots. Lonzo said, well, that's all they passed to me, and I shot. You know what I'm saying? And then Melo said, but see, like 0 points or whatever he was saying to Lonzo, and he said, guess what? This ain't got no Lonzo Ball situation. Spire, this is my team. So right there, he is saying, Lonzo, I ain't gonna let them do to me what they doing to you.
Exactly.
But only how he knew because he seen it.
Because he's
up close and personal. He seen his dad react to it. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And when his dad react to it, Melo feel some type of way about it.
Bro,
like, damn, man, that's my big bro. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, Lonzo was the predecessor for Melo to help Melo see what it is with the politics in the NBA.
Bro, if you have an older brother, you learn from your older brother. My brother.
Thank you, because that's how I did.
My brother was all world, bro. All right, the best athlete I ever seen in my life, and I'm not exaggerating. Akili will tell you anybody. He was that dude in the neighborhood. My brother is 6'4", but at the time 6'4". He ran a 10 300 meter. He averaged 20 points and a double in hoops, and he threw 95 from the mound. All right, my brother was all world, bro. But he bitches. All right, bitches. He got a full ride to Nebraska, went there 1 semester, and got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from that. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit, bro. Like, that's not gonna happen. I seen the way it affected my mom. So you learn, like, as soon as I saw that affection on my mom, I'm like, fuck that. That's not happening. So you learn from those situations. I feel that. That's what happens.
Thank you. So people can't remove that dynamic from the situation. So they want to just throw Lonzo to the trash because Melo's a new golden boy, so they got something to rub on, like he's a genie, you follow what I'm saying? And threw all Lonzo difficulties through the trash. And that's wrong. That's why I'm still sticking with Lonzo. I don't begrudge LaMelo for his success. I love LaMelo Ball too. My grandson has got, we on that LaMelo Ball tip.
I want to say something. I don't know if somebody who created a situation where you got to like Lonzo or LaMelo. I don't know where this come from. I don't know if somebody made it up.
Foolish.
I don't know if somebody made it up and people believe in it, but I mean, I like Lonzo and I like LaMelo. I like Jello. I like LeVar. I like NBA basketball.
Right.
Okay. So
Gina Ball shouted out Flight Sports TV.
And listen,
I love the Lakers, but Kobe was my favorite player.
Yeah, I like basketball.
And listen, and I be sounding crazy and hyping Lonzo, but that's mostly just comes from the fact that I've been watching Lonzo and Jello their careers, and I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be a young kid. So, but I like all 3 of them. I have no problem talking about all 3 of them. So whatever narrative that's going on,
I want to say,
we ain't choosing sides, man. We love every all.
See, the only reason why people don't act this way towards the Holiday brothers because it's a big gap. The only reason why people don't act this way for the Antetokounmpos because it's a big gap. The only reason why people didn't act this way for Albert King and Bernard King because it was a big gap. The only way they didn't act this way for Gerald Wilkins and Dominique Wilkins because it was a big gap. The only way they didn't act this way for Harvey Grant and Horace Grant because it was a big gap. The only reason why they do act this way with LaMelo and Lonzo because it's really not a big gap when Lonzo at his best.
And let me say this, that is a pure fact. Once again, whether people can say whatever they want, when it comes down to rookie seasons, Lonzo, LaMelo only beat Lonzo in scoring.
And
everything else, Lonzo still beat LaMelo, by the way, on who goes out there going crazy. It's just to state that fact.
And he beat him in Charlotte. No, Lonzo won one in Charlotte. LaMelo won the one in New Orleans. So you act like it was a clean sweep. And Lonzo hit some shots in the closing stretch of that game up there in Charlotte. That closed out Charlotte.
Sure. And they don't want to talk about that though.
They just sweep that under the rug.
I get it. I get why
they want 1-1.
LaMelo because he's the flaunt. He's the bright star coming straight out of the, you know what I'm saying, rookie of the year. I get it. But people act like him hitting the ground running, Lonzo still beat that dude at everything other than scoring. Still, if you look at the facts, beat him in assists per game, steals per game, blocks per game, rebounds and assists. You can go ahead and look at it.
But it doesn't, I don't care about that. Me personally, I don't care about that.
I'm just saying.
I'm a ball family supporter. I buy their merch.
Facts.
You don't hear me. I buy their merch. I rep their merch. I put it on my stories. I put it on my Instagram.
Yep.
I don't get paid for none of them. They don't pay me.
Wow.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I love their story. I love that journey. Because me as a father, me as a black man in America, I love that shit.
Dex.
You understand what I'm saying?
Dex, let's get real about the situation, right? So people want to throw things out there to create controversy. Controversy creates more content, and more subs, and more likes, and more this and more that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's and when it comes down to it, you know, that's what it's about. So, you know, keep it 100, man, and all you can do is keep it 100, and energy will come to you, bro. The right energy will come to you. That's why
I know the big baller.
Exactly.
I'm cool with the big baller. Exactly. I know people that know the big baller.
Exactly.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't talking about no superstar people. I'm talking about people that's just barely making it, working a 9 to 5, some retired, and they just hanging on. And you know what? The big baller hugs them, talk to him, sit on the corner with him, chop it up with him, and everything else like it ain't nothing. Then the big baller go home across that freeway and get into that big old mansion and deal with his kids. See, I know that about the big baller. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is why I was able to sit where I sat next to the big baller, and he didn't say a word. He didn't feel uncomfortable. He didn't stop cussing at his team. He didn't stop coaching his team the hard and being who he is, because he knows that my heart is pure when it comes to representing that family. I would never put that family in harm's way on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? This is why people that I associate with is granted access. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
It's granted access. Everybody don't get that access. Everybody don't even know about that access. And I don't wear out my welcome.
I
just don't
want to get into a situation where we're trying to pin them against each other and shit like that, because that energy flows, bro.
Listen, LeVar himself. Hold on. Listen, don't say it. Listen, don't say it shouldn't be like that. Don't say it shouldn't be like that, because that's not really real. Because LeVar himself pinned them against each other in order to bring out a competitive spirit in them.
Because that ain't the way it should be. You know
okay, but that's cool. But don't put that blanket on everybody.
I didn't. I said, well, let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, there you go. I am athletic. That's what I'm talking about. Bro. Because LeVar would say, "Oh, Lonzo, you gonna let your little brother do that? Oh, Jello, you gonna let Lonzo do that? So what? You scared of Lonzo?" That's the type of mentality Big Baller got. He got a straight project mentality. I mean, if you know what a project mentality is, when niggas in the project have kids, you know what I'm saying? Put the boxing gloves on, go out in the front yard. Let's see what happens. Let's see what it do. That's the mentality he has.
Yeah, but that's amongst them, right? When you guys get together or you go on the phone and you do that shit amongst each other, right? That's amongst each other. But when you got people that don't even know you trying to pin each other against each other. That's some other
But
shit.
that don't work with them. That's what I'm trying to say. If you want to create a universe for that, then cool. But that don't work with them. They call each other every day, FaceTime each other every day, joke about each other every day, joke about their mustache and their beards and their hair and the gear they wearing. You follow what I'm saying? Now, I'm quite sure once they get a little older, like Lonzo's getting a little older, he ain't too much with that too much no more. You follow? You understand what I'm saying? But at one point, that's all they did is rag on each other. Who the cutest? Who the tallest? Who can jump the highest? Who can do the most sit-ups? Who can do the most push-ups? All day, just like any other family competitive with athletic brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I grew up. It's just that I didn't become no superstar like you athletic or hoop jargon. But I grew up competitive with my brothers. In this, well, you became enough. You get in the record books. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So you in the annals of history. Can't nobody take that from you. I don't care what almanac they open up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't take that from hoop jargon. So that's why when you talk like that, I have to bow down and respect it because I don't know. I've never been there. I've never been in a locker room. You follow what I'm saying? I've never been overseas with hoop jargon playing professional sport. So when he talks about that and relate that with LaMelo Ball, I gotta swallow that because I don't know.
And that's why
I'm not a fool.
Much value on when somebody like KD and DeMar speak on it. Right?
Thank you.
That's why I put value on that because those guys, when the dude said I've been a fan of his since high school, so he knows his game, right? So when he comes out 5 years, 7 years later and say he's finally somewhere where, I don't think we've seen the best of Lonzo Ball. He hasn't been able to be unleashed. We're finally going to see it. That's somebody that's been watching. And when KD said he's a problem, you know, I was listening to everybody else. I had to step back and stop listening to those guys and see it for myself. And he saw Lonzo's game and what it could be. So that was my game, bro. Like I was the 55th, 57th man on the roster. I busted my ass, right, to even make the fucking practice squad. But people don't understand. Like you have to do that. You have to go against the ones. You have to go against starters to make the fucking practice squad. You dig what I'm saying? So
hey,
you
earn your
respect from the number one guys. That's how you make the fucking team because you beat them. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like unless you.
And what I look like arguing with you about that.
That's why I'm so sympathetic to Lonzo because I know I've been there. I know what situation when you're in a bad situation it's fucked up and you people don't know. So I know that shit. That's why I broke a couple of remotes because I know.
And the thing about it is a person character is a person character. Just because I might be aggressive, but that don't mean the next man gonna be aggressive. Right. But he can be just as successful or even more successful than me. Because right now Lonzo's sitting on $85 million. You feel me? Damn near what? 80 of that guaranteed? Almost. Just think about that. Here we call him a buster, a punk, a chump.
Right. Even when you listen to that, they say that's, you know, he didn't get the 185. He didn't get the, you know what I'm saying? So even that is being downplayed. So the dude can't win. That's why I'm saying
he can't win for losing.
I'm done with the excuses. Like, all right, let's just see him play. He's finally free. No more excuses. He's gonna ball. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no more excuses for the detractors.
For nobody.
Because I never seen it as an excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person that the way I live my life, right? The way I live my life, whether it was good or bad, inside or outside, the way I live my life, I know that I can't control everything. I don't care how much the law of attraction try to teach you, you can control everything. That's a bunch of felonious bullcrap. You can't control everything because I can drive my car down the street whistling Dixie and somebody hit me from the back and I go through the windshield. Did I have any control of that? Oh, I should have went down that street? I mean, come on, man, really? I'm on my way home, getting ready to turn to my driveway. Really? Oh, I shouldn't have left at that time? You understand what I'm saying? So it's always going to be something to denote detraction or deflection. I can't deal with that because that's a person that's a lunatic when he can't keep reality in proper perspective. You feel me? And those a lot of people like that are religious fanatics who can't keep reality in proper perspective. They're going to always move the goalposts. They're going to always moonwalk. They're going to always deflect. instead of taking it head on the way it's supposed to be taken head on. And that's why Lonzo Ball and the Ball family resonates with me, because I know how my life is. I know what I went through as a human being being in America. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. It wasn't always easy. Even if I was qualified for something, somebody tell me, we're not hiring. Even if my credit was good, we're not selling. You understand what I'm saying? I did everything I could do. I got a 789 credit score. I did what I could do. I know I'm qualified for it, but now you say you're not selling because you see me in person, and now I don't sound like what I look like. Now you change your mind. That's the part I see of it. And the part that I blame Lonzo for is that you go through. Don't get deflated. Don't
going in and out.
Don't lose faith through. But you can't break through. Go through. Damn, I'm out again.
You was going in and out.
I went out again, fellas.
You good now?
Yeah. I said the only thing I disliked about Lonzo's disposition is that I wanted him, whatever he was going through, go through. Because once you go through, then you're going to reach the breakthrough. And the breakthrough is all we want. But you can't go through you can't have a breakthrough if you don't go through. And that's the only thing that when I used to watch him play basketball when he was at the Lakers, when something didn't go right his way, I could see his disposition on the court, and it was unpleasant. I was like, come on, man. I'm here to cheer for you. I know LeBron is here, but, you know, I like LeBron too, but I'm really here to cheer for you. LeBron's legacy is already cemented.
Yes.
I want to see your legacy.
My remote, Dex. Those are the times when he went out there, bro. Like, he didn't he wanted to be out there.
Yeah, coach called him out the game.
That shit, man, that was killing.
And he put his head down, wagging his arm like he was Forrest Gump,
and just chill and get the ball up immediately and go run in the corner. That was just like, bro, what is he doing, man?
But I'm not talking about that part, A1. I'm talking about when Luke Walton called him out the game, and he felt he's not supposed to come out the game at that time. He put his head down, shake his arms, you know, like he looked like dude from Friday.
Go right down. Yeah.
You know, running off the court looking like dude from Friday when he got his bicycle taken.
Yep, exactly.
I'm like, dude, come on, man. You fucking 6'6", 6'7". Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when LeBron get taken out the game, LeBron don't even sit with the team. I don't even know if they show that on TV.
The crowd.
Yeah. LeBron sits way on the end. He has a chair, like a high chair, like a baby chair, that he sits on, and it's not even nowhere near the bench. It's like a good 4 feet from the bench, damn near 4 feet from the bench.
That's crazy.
And he just sit there like he's meditating. He don't say nothing. He just sit there and meditate until he go back into the game.
And bite his nails.
I was like, damn, that's kind of weird, because I never saw that on TV. You know what I'm saying?
He been doing that shit.
It's like, but when you see it, though, I mean, it's different when you actually see it and how far he is from the team. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? You should be over there pumping your team up, rallying them up for war. You know what I mean? LeBron don't say nothing. He just sit over there, close his eyes, put his head back, and like he's in some type of meditative state. I was like, wow, that's interesting right there. You know what I'm saying? Because my tickets, what I have is, you know, it's like right underneath the basket, right? So right underneath the basket, but it's pointing towards the LA Lakers sideline. So you can see everything that's going on the sideline. I remember calling timeout. I remember not seeing Luke Walton with not one clipboard. I'm like, damn, he ain't got a clipboard telling him what to do. They just go and call out, drink their little thing, wipe their face with the towel, and when the whistle blow, they go right back on the court. And then while they run on the court, Luke Walton's talking, pointing and talking. I'm like, well, that's what the clipboard is for. I was like, man, this is crazy. And they still was a 4th seed before they all got hurt. So that just shows you basketball is less of coaching.
Yeah. Hey Dex, I just want you to know I'm not trying to create any separation like Melo over Lonzo, this and that. The thing is that when you see a guy like Lonzo play, you know what I mean, and you see him in college and you see how he gets down, it gets you excited. I'm going to go back to one of my favorite basketball players, Jason Kidd. When he played, with Cal, he would get down. I loved his game. Right when he hit the NBA, he kept playing his game and he kept balling out. And, and he wasn't a scorer either. You know what I mean? That guy was mainly a distributor. I believe his first season, he only averaged like maybe 13 or 14 points. So but he was able to bring his game and translate it into the NBA. That's the part where I'm heartbroken about with Lonzo, is that I would have loved to see that happen.
I'm glad you brought up Jason, because I'm doing a thing on them, right, bro? Jason Kidd, his third year, he averaged, it was just out of his first 5 years. Yeah,
co-rookie of the year. He's co-rookie of the year.
Bro, the dude didn't average over 10 points. All right. His first 5 years, his third year, he averaged 16. Other than that, it was 10, 9. I think it was damn near 9 again. So Jason Kidd didn't make that leap until later on in his career.
And it was the equivalent of what's going on today, because back then it was more physical.
But Jason Kidd, okay, keep in mind now, regardless of statistics, Jason Kidd is a leader of men.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I know. Yeah, because he didn't have a J. Right. But he was a leader of men.
And Lonzo,
so you got to keep that in mind.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah. But Jason Kidd was a leader of men, and Jason Kidd was mean. He was mean. He was a mean dude.
Oh, he was a dog. Yeah, I love it.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know who all are familiar with Jason Kidd, but he's a mean dude. He didn't take his light skin for granted. That's what I can tell you.
If Lonzo would have played this way this year and last year and his first year, I think everything would have been okay.
Yeah,
he got hurt, man. He got hurt. He played.
But Flight and Pierre, this is to you. Flight and Pierre, keep in mind now that Lonzo do have a decent level of testicular fortitude. And this is how I can say that, because it's a trend. In his game, remember he played his first summer league game, he stunk it up, right? Then he bounced back after that and won MVP and won co-MVP of the championship game. His first game in the NBA, he stunk it up. But his second game, he showed resilience. He bounced back with a 29 clip, damn near 29-point triple-double, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, that's when all that bullshit started really unfolding. You follow what I'm saying? So he do have the ability to bounce back. And this is why I'm so up on Lonzo, because he already showed me twice he can fall and get back up. And now, when he was with the Pelicans, he failed. Now, with the Bulls, I believe he's going to get right back up.
Mind you, he had his best season yet in a crazy situation. So Lord knows what's going to happen this go around. But this notion that Lonzo Ball is finished, he done maxed out. I don't know where these lies are coming from, So Lonzo Ball got a few more levels in development to go to as well. The man is 23. Is he 23 now, or did he just turn 24? I don't know. Somebody verify that. But bottom line is the kid's
24 into the season.
Okay, well, he's 23 years old. The kid's got a lot of potential. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with this whole notion with Lonzo. The man been working with Fred Vincent for about 2 years now. The guy's gonna get wide open threes. There's things that Lonzo does that's better than LaMelo. And all of this thing is this, Lonzo, Jason Kidd, this point guard, what about Fox? Okay, why don't we compare LaMelo Ball to other point guards? Like, okay, what about, did he have a better rookie season than, what's my man's name? The dude out in Memphis. What's my man's name? Yeah, help me out here.
Ja Morant.
Who? Yeah, Ja Morant, yeah. Did he have who had a better rookie season, Ja Morant or LaMelo Ball? To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter. But what I'm trying to tell you is there's a lot of idiotic claims that's made to the shit on Lonzo Ball. Because these are the stupid things I said. Like I could say, okay, Ja Morant had a killer season, or Anthony Edwards, he damn near was gonna win it anyway. I mean, they could have won either way. Anybody can make some stupid reason, but I don't do things like that because I like LaMelo. But I just don't, I just don't like what's going on here with Lonzo Ball, man. I think it's a misconception. The man got a lot more development to go.
That's why I want to see him play, man. That's it.
Yeah.
I think he's in a perfect situation now, man. I mean, and again, I really look forward to seeing Lonzo this season.
Listen,
I really think
it's like
it's going to be a truly entertaining season.
LaMelo too. I'm looking forward to him too. I'm looking forward to seeing basketball. Period.
That attitude of Charlotte is different, man. And I mean, go ahead, Dex.
Forget now. No, I was saying, don't forget now. It was check. Mic check.
Here.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I was saying, just keep in mind now, the plan of LeVar Ball is coming to fruition because you have Lonzo, you have Jello, and you have LaMelo, and LaMelo was supposed to be the one who knocked down the wall. So he just blew the whole thing to bits. So if Melo is doing that, and you're a fan of the Ball family, then you wouldn't be comparing because each Ball brother is playing their role in the fruition of this whole gamut. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what ticks me off. Because if you a real Ball, if you really love LaMelo Ball the way you say you do, and LaMelo Ball speak highly of his pops, you follow me? And he speaks highly of his mom, then his pop said it was going to go this way. The only reason why it didn't go this way 100% is because the incident in China. Other than that, it would have went this way 100%. And LaMelo Ball still would have been LaMelo Ball who we see now. Because he was destined to do that. But to put a shrine up, you know what I'm saying? And put him on a statue and worship him and put fruits and all kind of other little trinkets at his feet. I think that's blasphemous.
Yeah, I gotta stop, man. This is basketball, man.
And try to put him above anything that's
right, yeah. Because if we're gonna go that route, you got players like Damian Lillard, Luka Doncic. I mean, let's be quite real around here. You understand? You feel me?
Facts.
Yes, he
does. Listen, like who you like, bro. Don't tear down someone else's career.
Yeah, because there's levels.
Up someone's career. Like, I get it. Everybody, there's your favorite players is your favorite players, bro. Like, you ain't gotta tear down niggas and downplay other people's careers.
There's Ja Morant's out there, Steph Curry's,
your dude. Like, all right,
Jamal Murray's. I mean, there's some killers out there at that point guard position. So just this notion, you feel me? That we gotta reevaluate basketball.
Man, this is
this is the Charlotte Hornets. They got to
like Dex said, man. We can't avoid it, right? Because Lonzo's gonna be balling, LaMelo's gonna be balling, and then they gonna start, doing the comparison. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. For me, I want both of them, but I want to see them both in the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. So, Lonzo play his role, like Dex said. Lonzo play his role. Jello moving on up to play his role, and LaMelo's already playing his role, man. So the other two guys need to catch up. LaMelo's doing his thing. The other two guys need to catch up.
Yeah, man. Like I said, everybody got some good points, man. But LaMelo, he gonna do good. What's up with Jello, Pierre? What's your thoughts on Jello? What's gonna happen with him?
I think that the way it's gonna progress, he's gonna go to G League for about maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and then he'll be back, barring a Gordon Hayward injury.
Is that right?
Because we know that's gonna happen. And so, and then I think once they let Jello check in on one of those games where it's just kind of like garbage time and the Hornets are blowing out a team, Jello's going to come in. He's going to do the same thing like he did in that first game in the Summer League and probably drop like 15, 16. And then Borrego's going to be like, you know what? Maybe I'll give him some minutes, this time right before half. And, I'm going to start, I think he'll slowly start getting more and more minutes to where if he's been playing solid with the team, up to the All-Star break, he'll be the guy where I think he'll finish the season with probably like 9 or 10 points. You know what I mean? Grab like 4 or 5 boards, but will very much set himself up for the next season. So I think everything that he's going to do right now will just be a setup to where they can really make some big decisions based off of not only Terry Rozier and LaMelo, but also LiAngelo. So if everything plays out the way it's supposed to.
It will.
Yes, sir.
It will.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all out there, man. We cooking it up, man.
Okay.
But I think the only issue you have is Gordon Hayward's contract.
Yeah. Elaborate on that.
I mean, why is Gordon Hayward getting this blasphemy, man? That's what I wanted to do.
He can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can't stay healthy. But other than that, good Lord, the guy will give you. He's high efficiency. He's a bucket getter. I mean, I guess he slows the pace down, but you need a trailer. What better trailer for threes, man? So I don't know. I guess
he's a
glass
great
half
ball
empty or
player.
glass half full. I guess in some people's mind,
No, he's a great ball player, but I mean,
I would love to have him.
Could you tell yourself $30 million a year? Like, do you think?
No, he
think
wasn't
Gordon
worth
Hayward,
that. But
think,
yeah, he's not
yeah,
worth
that's
that.
what I'm
But
saying.
think as the owner in Charlotte, who you getting to come there?
You got a point. I mean, yeah, you got a point.
You're gonna overpay for everybody. Any medium star is gonna get paid like a superstar just to come to Charlotte.
I think the thing was though is like for Charlotte, they're in the market where they're like you said, the medium, possibly a breakout star. You know what I mean? Like there's a chance. Like when we looked at Gordon Hayward, like to be honest, like I was thinking, there's a chance that this guy can be, deadly. You know what I mean? But same thing with Terry Rozier. But like, I mean, $30 million is a lot of money, man. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I'm just thinking about not him as a ball player. I'm just thinking about the
that money, moving that contract, it's gonna be tough.
And that I mean, I look at like guys like a Jordan Clarkson, who's getting paid like I think like what is he making, like 17 mil, 17, 18 mil. And I'm like, this guy's a six man, and I would love he would be nice on the Hornets coming off as a six man, just draining threes for no reason. You know what I mean? Like I look at these guys that are getting less money that perform so much better. I think that's just the only thing. I look at it like 30 million. That's a lot of money, man.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
Right. I'm with you.
So
I'm with you. I mean, shit. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be a lot of eyes on Gordon Hayward, unfortunately, because every shot he takes is gonna be magnified. Should he be in the starting lineup? Should he, it's gonna come down to that, to where he's probably gonna start feeling uncomfortable and gonna want to trade by All-Star break if he's feeling like that. So you never know. It'd be some players in for Gordon Hayward if he can stay healthy, because he's gonna give you 20. But if he's not mixing really well with the squad, he feels uncomfortable, then they'd be able to move him All-Star break for something nice.
He'd be great on the Lakers.
Yeah, who would you want back from the Lakers though?
Horton Tucker and some of them fools.
Horton Tucker.
Yeah, I would love Horton. I would love Horton. That guy's nice. But I mean,
but Gordon Hayward, somebody LeBron will probably love. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying. It would work well with I see that's like when I look at possibilities, it's like if Hayward were to demand a trade, if I was him, I'd go to LA. I mean, because everybody has a role there. You know what I mean? It's very much it very much would fit LeBron's system. So
yeah, you're right. He would clarify that starting five too. You're right. Gordon Hayward, Brooke, LeBron, AD. Yeah, that would be deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good points. Well, what's your surprise team, Pierre?
Houston.
Houston. They got their second coming to James Harden.
Are you talking like a team that's going to just do like a lot better than what anybody would expect, or are you talking about like a team that's going to sneak into the playoffs?
That's a tricky question. I mean, So I get what you're saying. You're saying you see Houston having a good year. They're gonna be dangerous. They're gonna beat some people.
Houston and Detroit. I know that sounds weird, but Houston and Detroit.
They're gonna be rivals. You know they're gonna be going at it.
I'm gonna love it. It.
Yeah, they're gonna be comparing their stats all the time. They're gonna be tied to the hip. That's Lonzo and Fox right there.
Yep.
LaMelo and Edwards.
Yep.
Well, do you think that LaMelo this season he could separate from Anthony Edwards, because it seems like they kind of like on each other's heels? Do you think this is the year where LaMelo separate a bit, or they're gonna be pretty much tied up for years to come?
I always, when I looked at Anthony Edwards, I kind of saw him as a hybrid of like Jason Richardson and Kawhi Leonard, and so it's just a different ball player. You know what I mean? Where like Melo is I really don't want to compare him, you know what I mean? But I think as far as value, I think obviously Melo's far more valuable. So, I mean, if I had to choose one, it's always going to be Melo, no questions asked. I mean, I already think he created that separation. You know, he's got his own shoe.
Yeah, I know. I don't dude sign the shoe too. Did he get a shoe deal? I think he did with Lee Yang or some shit. I don't know. I might be tweaking. I don't like how they was comparing Anthony Edwards to Dwayne Wade. Did you hear that shit in the season? It's like they got to stop this.
No. I mean, D Wade is special. Like, you know what I mean? Like he came in and he was a superstar even without the superstars. You know what I mean? If you added a superstar, great. It works out perfect for him. He's like the perfect basketball player. You can throw him into anything and he's going to be great. And he even played well to his last seasons. You know what I mean? So I liked D Wade, man. D Wade's I very much respect him, his ball game, very much so.
Yeah, D Wade, and you're from Cali, right?
Yeah.
So did you grow up a Laker fan, Clipper fan? How talk to the people?
Okay, I'll give you a little story.
Okay.
So there was my mom's friend. He used to be the crossing guard at my elementary school. Her name was Vashti, and she used to always talk about she'd talk to my mom and she'd be like, she's like, so Selena, I gotta go home. I gotta go watch the basketball game, right? And she'd always talk about watching the Warriors. And so, I'm kind of young man. I'm just like flipping through the channels, and it was on KSCU 36 was the station where they was playing the Warrior games. And so I've been watching the Warriors when they just got rid of Sleepy Floyd, and all they had on that team was Terry Teagle, and they were about to draft Chris Mullin, and it was one of the reasons why I hate Skip Bayless to this day, because Skip Bayless has always talked trash about all the draft picks the Warriors have ever drafted. And I remember reading the article in the Mercury talk about that Chris Mullin was a drunk and he shouldn't be drafted. Well, they went ahead and drafted Chris Mullin. Later on, they drafted Mitch Richmond, and then Tim Hardaway, and then you have Run TMC, and that kind of that's the era that I grew up in, watching basketball.
Yeah, that's cool, son. It just you continue to be a Warriors fan now, or you following players at this
Tim
point?
Hardaway Jr. I remember the Warriors. I remember that squad.
Yeah,
that's for
sure.
sure.
Wonderful.
Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway was a monster, man. Good Lord.
Yeah. And another
king of
thing
the
about Tim
crossover,
Hardaway,
the original king of the crossover.
Yep, the UTEP two-step. He had that UTEP two-step. So, and another thing I want to mention about Tim Hardaway, and so like, if the media doesn't like you, they're always going to try to paint a bad picture. They used to try to say that Tim Hardaway couldn't shoot because the way if you ever look at his highlights, you notice that the ball comes out of his hand like a knuckle, like a knuckleball. There's like no spin to it. It's almost like he's just throwing it into the hoop that way, but there's no spin. It just always bottom in the net. But they used to try to talk trash about his shooting form, but obviously he ended up having a very successful career, yeah, man. I mean, I've always just been a Golden State Warriors fan. I remember when Baron Davis dunked on Andre Karolinko, and pretty much just,
snatched his heart.
I remember when Run TMC was first hot and they swept the Jazz, which was like a number 1 seed at the time. You know what I mean? So I remember when they used to call Michael Jordan a ball hog, and he was not like the 6-time This is before he became the 6-time NBA champion. You know what I mean? So it's like, I remember parts about the NBA. I remember Dominique Wilkins always being in the Jet magazine, advertising for S Curl, like, you know, all that shit. So, you know, like, so, you know, I mean, but I follow the Warriors mainly, and you know, I mean, but I've always kept my eye on the whole basketball league in general, so I was always pretty versed. I think over the last couple years, I kind of just checked out of sports, you know what I mean? But just because I wanted to make money, and I was just trying to, you know, be busy just making money. So you
what you doing over there? Tell the people about you hustling. Tell the people you hustle.
So I started a company in January. Yeah, and what I pretty much do is just I'm a technologist. I went to school, became a software engineer, but I've always, you know, worked on, you know, building my own machines, and you know, so I've always been ingrained in technology. One day I'll turn on the camera and you'll be able to see my work desk, and it's just soldering irons and, you know, oscilloscopes and all that type of stuff. So I just love technology. Wow. And so I decided, you know, hey, let me just make some money off of this. And so, you know, from repairing cell phones to refurbishing, you know, electronic devices, gaming machines, building websites, building Android apps, anything,
nice,
you know, that's with technology. So, you know, yeah, that's
a good look. That's a good hustle, yeah, too. You could even do some shit independent.
Congratulations,
exactly. Man. That's exactly what I've been doing. You know, like I mean, you know, and I mean, God bless the jobs that, you know, that employed me, this and that. But I mean, if you guys can get yourself to a point where you create your own economy, you know what I mean. One of the wisest things I've ever heard was from my buddy, and he used to be a before he went ahead and started opening up his own dispensaries, he was kind of a big underground weed grower. And he told me this, he said, never be a consumer, always be a producer.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Don't be the person that's just taking shit, be the person that's making shit. Yeah. And I was like, and when you hear something like that, you're like, you know what, you're right. You know what I mean? All of us in this panel, in the chat, have a skill set that we can sell, make fucking money from, you know what I mean? And create our own economies. We can create our own economies, and that's how we win. I tell you know what, man, I always get in arguments with feminists, and it's not because I don't respect a feminist or anybody or any culture, but I've learned really quick that if you want to fucking win, get some money together. You know,
yeah, that's there's a whole bunch of money out here, man. We could definitely get it together.
A lot of money, and I mean, the one thing,
sit at the table. That's for damn sure.
And the one thing, and I'm not trying to be racist, but the one thing that blacks are really good at is making money. And if we can just keep it in the community and grow, I'm telling you, man, the world will look at us differently, a lot different.
That's a fizz act, you know.
Well,
Pierre,
that's what we're talking about.
I salute to you, Pierre, on your independence and your entrepreneurship here at Flight Sports TV, man. We love that, and I want to use you for in the future. I'm gonna keep you posted. I've got some entrepreneurs because you know we got a lot of kids watching. You know, I got some people coming to talk about credit. I got people talking about, you know, entrepreneurship, starting a business, things of that nature. It's not hard. You can start a business right now for free. You understand? Exactly. We want, you know, we trying to teach that here at Flight Sports TV because they don't talk about credit. You understand? I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. That's me. I didn't know about credit. My credit was fucked up. I don't wait till you 25 to start getting your shit going, and that's a young age. But I'm just saying, you know, you young and dumb, you doing dumb shit. You understand, like, you know, and then you don't know. You know, now it's time to get your car. Now it's time to get that house. You feel me? So we're gonna talk to people about that. So Pierre, I'm gonna keep you posted. I got some entrepreneurs coming through the talk. People who got clothing lines, you know, people that's doing. I got a friend out in New York. This motherfucker done started the damn exotic. He's an exotic fish breeder. This nigga selling fish. You understand? I'm talking saltwater fish, and he making a killing.
That's brilliant.
I'm just saying, he can make money.
Fucking brilliant.
Yo, that's crazy. This nigga got tanks. Yeah. I was like, God damn, this nigga got all kind of tank shit breeding. I thought, oh, this is another level right here.
I mean, that's and if you think about it, like just by focusing on like a niche market like that, you know what I mean? How many? Because like, who's buying exotic fish like that? Rich people. So
right.
He is constantly running into money.
Which
You know what I mean? That's the move right there, man. That's the move.
That's some shit ain't nobody thinking about. You know, you got to find a lane that ain't nobody touching. You understand? You know,
right?
You're like, whoa.
That's the move. That's the move, man.
Yeah, it's about creating a product, man. That's what it is, selling product. That's why all these rappers and entertainers, and they have clothing lines, or they have a jewelry line, or they have a perfume line, right? Because it's about product. That makes
alternate
source actual record sale. You know, that's the show. It's about product.
Bro, y'all go subscribe. If you're not 18 years old, and if you over 18, hit the subscribe button, because like I told you, we about to start doing things like that. I got a lot of financial people about to be coming soon, so y'all want to be posted. Y'all need to learn about credit. It's important. Trust me. Y'all, you want to know a situation where you got all the goddamn money and you can't get in because your credit is fucked up. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. You understand? I'm telling you.
Yo, look, and I'm gonna say this one more time though. And once again, I don't care. At Flight Sports TV, bro, we ain't out here trying to bash nobody, man. We love everybody. If you come in here, whichever your opinions, man, we want to hear it. And you got YouTube channels, you got endorsements, you got that shit popping, man. We have no problem shouting you out. Man, we love it. And I don't know, you know, a lot of politics going on lately. And we just let you know, Flight Sports TV, we ain't hating, we ain't never said anything issues. We just let it be known. And that's facts. Flight Sports TV ain't never said nothing wrong.
Shout out to the show.
Yeah, Flight Sports. I mean, I love what's going on here. Just to continue off what Ray was saying, man, and one of the reasons why is that, like, I really appreciate the different perspectives, and that, like, you know, I believe everyone here, and even if it sometimes gets passionate, I believe everyone here doesn't want to tell anybody else that, oh no, you're wrong. But I think that, you know, people will argue their points passionately. You know what I mean? So it might seem like that, but I never really felt like there were like deep disagreements, as much as, like, you know, people can go ahead and respect each other's perspectives.
Yeah, man. Bottom line is this, man. It's the type of environment here at Flight Sports TV is just a good environment. Number one, I'm a father, so I lead here with love, honor, loyalty, and respect. You understand? I don't care if you're 16 or you're 36 or you're 50. You understand? So everybody's going to be treated respectfully. You understand? It ain't nobody the king. Ain't nobody none of that shit. This is not my channel. I don't run shit. Y'all run shit. You understand? We're in this shit together. You understand? It's for the people. Flight Sports TV is the people's channel. You understand? Where your voice is heard.
Fuck a shooter, nigga.
So it's important to realize that here at Flight Sports TV, you know, it's nothing wrong with big up our brother Flight. And like I said, if you got something going on, it doesn't matter your age. Just like we big up Dave James. We big up Rave, we big up SMG, and then I just discovered that Devontae, who I always used to go to his videos when I was into the Pelicans, he was one of the main guys I go to his videos, like Ball Facts, Dante, you follow what I'm saying? Amax, you know, I used to go to their videos because they make those quick videos about the Pelicans game and recaps and things of that nature, and come to find out this guy is a freaking kid. 17 years old. So that means last year he was 16. Right. You know, I had no idea because his intelligence level was just, you know, off the chain on how he dissected what was going on in the game. And it resonated with me because a lot of the things that he noticed in the game, I noticed myself.
Yeah, that kid is a shark, man. He a professional, man. That kid going somewhere, man. Y'all better be on the lookout for Dante VSAR, one of the top niggas of this shit, man. Yeah, one of the top human beings, top men.
And listen, his rhythm, his cadence, his mannerism was so much comforting after watching Stan Van Gundy horrendously coach that team. It was a joy to see his video. It was a joy to listen to Amax, who was more comedic, you know, than Dante, but Amax gonna give you some funny stuff. But it was a joy to get that type of relief from these content creators. You follow what I'm saying? It helped you through your trauma, because that was a lot of trauma watching the Pelicans.
And last thing, listen, last thing, man. And I know, I'm being a little petty, man. Flash Sports TV, we're gonna keep doing what we doing, man. If you want to do your thing, go ahead, bro. We ain't never gonna ever be one, bro. We ain't choosing who to watch. If you want to watch somebody, you can watch it. If you want to listen to whoever, go ahead and watch them. You want to watch Flash Sports TV? We ain't choosing sides over here. We respect all grind. We want everyone to grow. That's what we've been doing. That's what we're gonna keep doing. My apologies for being a little petty.
Well, man, like I said, it's Flight Sports TV. We had a wonderful stream tonight, fellas, man. We about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody. What you say, A1?
No, I said shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to all the content creators out there.
Yeah.
To the branches that grew from the Flight Sports TV. Shout out. Success, peace, and love, man.
Yeah, definitely. It's Flight Sports TV. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all be on the lookout, man. And shout out to Dante VSAR, man. What I want, the chemistry today was retarded. You know, we work with Dante a lot here at Flight Sports TV. So, but this is like the first time he was able to get in here for like an official interview, because we just do the regular work, you know. So it's crazy. So we definitely today was one of the more funnest streams. I'm telling you, tomorrow. Yo, it's going down. You understand? That's all I'm gonna let you know. It's going down. Y'all be on the lookout. It's Flight Sports TV. We work.
Yes, sir.
I already know.
Sir.
Shout out to everybody.
Yes,
I love y'all. I ain't get here by myself. Appreciate it. 100.
Yes, sir.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.